God bless America. I'm Steven Suptic, joined by, go on boys, say your names one at a time, Clayton James Brisson and Clayton James DeAngelis. These two boys, myself included, are best friends, and we've been for some time now. We're basically insatiable. We love old Dane Cook comedy and President Truman for laying the groundwork for winning the Cold War. Just girly things. Speaking of girly things, we have a GUET guest on the podcast today. She lost 646 pounds in just 2 weeks using what she learned from 127 hours. Doctors and scientists don't want you to know her secrets. It's Alanah Pearce. Alana, say hi quickly because I have a surprise. We got a leak for everyone today. It's Alana's new set, and I stole it from her label, Twin Tower Records. We're not supposed to have this. Alana didn't even know she made this. Alana didn't even know she made this track. That's how fresh it is. And we are going to be the first to play it for you here on Beyond the Pine, episode 156. So without further ado, here is Alanah Pearce, my baby birthday party. It's 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 my baby.
Sounds like fucking Double Rainbow, the song,
it's
dude.
My baby birthday party. How we got sober now, but we're back on the wagon. How we got a party back on.
That's
It's
sick.
my baby birthday party. Especially when I've lost my mother. My baby birthday party.
Yeah. Tell me.
God bless America.
All right.
So what did you guys think of the song that I don't remember making?
Wow. Oh, it was dog shit.
Really bad.
Cool.
Absolutely
thanks.
fucking worst thing I've ever heard.
Sick.
I think it was. I think it had something's going on.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate
thank
that.
you for joining us. Truly, thank you for being here today.
Anytime. What y'all doing?
What are we doing?
Podcast.
Yeah, like what are you doing?
We're flying, Alana. We're flying. Flying solo, baby. Yeah.
We're all doing our own thing. We're all getting exercise. We're all getting.
That's
we're all
good.
trying to be better people, better versions of ourselves, better than the people you saw at the Culver City office.
Oh yeah.
Mostly just played Pokemon Go.
That's exactly, and we're better
about
than that now.
halfway to the end half was definitely there was a lot of Pokemon Go involved.
And I have noticed that none of you play at all anymore, which means you have,
are
like,
you still playing?
Yeah, I've played like since it came out, but not. I was never as hardcore as you guys were for that month.
Well, it's
That's
because
true.
we went so hardcore, and you stayed at a calm
burnt
kind of
out.
level,
Right. And we'd be like, Alana, do you want to come play Pokemon Go? And you're like,
I have a job.
Don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
exactly.
And we're like,
It was like a job.
and we
were
like Icarus, we flew too close to the sun.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. We melted.
Yeah.
melted
Like a
like
fly,
wax.
you know?
It is
Mhm,
devastating.
like
I
a
don't get
fly.
gifts anymore, but because Steve used to walk into the office, the Funhaus section of that office, and be like, "Alana, could you open my gift?" And I'd be like, "For fuck's sake!" But I would open the gift.
because especially and even before that, had I known that we were working towards becoming best friends on Pokemon Go to be able to trade to get a lucky shiny.
Mm.
Uh,
Ooh, man, just hearing you say that, those are the days, dude.
it's a no-brainer, dude. That's a
It made me
no-brainer.
cringe
Shinies.
inside a little, and I loved those times.
Man, I'll never forget the day. It was raining a little bit. I went to go pick up Steve. He was walking on the street near his old apartment.
Trying to hitch a
and,
ride.
Trying to hitch a ride, and I saw him there, and I said, "Steve, hop in." And he said, "How could I ever repay you?" And then we traded a shiny Ghastly for a shiny Groudon.
Yeah. Which
You guys-
actually was a bad trade for you.
Yeah, I know.
Because
it
it's
was a
harder to
friend
come
thing.
by a
It was
shiny
friend
Ghastly.
thing.
Exactly. I didn't care because you're my friend, And I thought, this, I know, James, look at you, look at yourself. You know this is a bad idea. And then I said, shut the fuck up, you dumbass piece of shit. I'm going to trade this.
Don't ever contradict me again.
Alana, what the hell were you possibly
Be a
doing?
great story on a podcast one day.
What the hell were
Sorry,
you possibly
man.
doing to
Were you gonna
delay
say
us?
Something?
It's,
I said,
my
no,
answer to
Alana,
that
were you going to
is-
say something?
Hello? Yeah. My answer to that is not fun. I was doing ad reads. It's not
Funhaus?
exciting. Yeah, so we had this ad read last week that then got scrapped and then updated, so we had to redo a whole bunch of ad reads. So that's what I was doing. Funhaus ad reads.
Hey, that's dope.
Work.
You get the copy, you read the ads.
It's funny you say that
Exciting
because
stuff.
James actually has an ad read right now.
I do actually.
That's
have an ad read
true.
Right
Get
now.
fucked.
Yeah, James, get fucked.
Me?
Get fucked, James.
All right. Come on
Dumbass
now.
James.
After you
Did I
made
do
us
it?
wait.
I did it right. It's good.
Did you do it
Okay.
right?
I don't know. Do you
control.
normally
Right,
do you
you
normally try to
guys.
do bits?
Aw.
That's a nice little
Jeez.
cappuccino. Or is that
Latte,
a
but
latte?
thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
sure.
Thank
Okay,
you.
whatever.
Mud water.
So today's episode of Beyond the Pine is sponsored by Raised by Wolves. Raised by Wolves. From visionary filmmaker Ridley Scott in his U.S. television directorial debut, Raised by Wolves is an HBO Max original that explores questions of humanity and ideology against the backdrop of a strange and perilous new world. After Earth has been virtually destroyed by a holy war, 2 androids are tasked with raising children on a mysterious, uninhabited planet. As the burgeoning colony of humans threatens to be torn apart by religious differences, the androids learn that trying to control the beliefs of humans is a treacherous and difficult task. It's a sci-fi story of family, human emotion, and the hope of building something new. Tune in to the premiere of Raised by Wolves on September 3rd, only on HBO Max. And subscribe now to the official Raised by Wolves companion podcast on iHeart, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you go to get your podcasts. Great sunglasses, Kib. I think this sounds like an amazing idea. I'm very excited for it.
Yeah,
And I will be
Yep.
watching it.
I'm all about it, dude.
Mhm.
Every time.
Why you got the sunglasses on, man?
It's because it was too much.
He's weeping underneath there.
I was
about the
weeping.
synopsis.
He was weeping.
Yeah.
He wanted
It
to
was
cover.
beautiful.
He's a very manly man,
you
and
do
he
look
doesn't
like
want
you're
to show
crying today.
emotion.
Yeah.
So
It was a beautiful thing that we just heard, and
Mhm.
I just had to contain myself. I needed James to just give me the information so I could just fucking go
yeah,
watch.
absolutely.
Mhm.
So thank you so much to Raised by Wolves. Don't forget, you guys, Humanity Begins Again on Thursday, this Thursday, September 3rd, streaming only on HBO Max. So subscribe now to the official Raised by Wolves companion podcast on iHeart, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you so much, Raised by Wolves.
Thank you,
It's hard
Raised
not
by
to be a Ridley
Wolves.
Scott fan.
Yeah. Thank you so
Truly.
much, Ridley Scott, for personally picking us
Yeah.
for this
Yeah,
placement.
that's huge.
We're his favorite podcast. What can we
Believe it or
say?
not, yeah, he didn't even know Sugar Pine 7 either. He knows us just by the podcast.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Oh,
Beyond the
Yeah.
Pine. But he only
Mm.
knows our guests. He doesn't.
And he
know
only
us.
knows James.
huge Beyond the Pine
He actually
fan.
knows me. Well, I've got him on my shirt right now. Ridley
Right.
Scott.
Well, I don't know
Yeah,
if that's.
That was him when he actually first discovered our podcast. They took a picture.
He was so.
He was binge eating at the time, yeah.
He actually was Jonah Hill's stunt double in Super.
Yeah, he was
Guy.
actually Jonah's Afro in Superman.
Wow.
Oh my-
You guys know a lot about him. That's cool.
I know
Dude.
even more. He's an
Who is that?
atheist, but for
Who
some
is
reason,
that?
all the movies he's been making have religious tones
religious.
in them.
yeah, right.
Very
Wait, is he,
religious movies.
Ridley Scott's an atheist, dude?
Yeah, hardcore.
I don't know if
He's
we're
my
allowed to
boy.
talk
He's my
about
He's
it.
boy,
the
dude.
last director I would expect to be an atheist.
Really?
Oh, I'm thinking of Russell Crowe.
He's a great director.
A great director, Russell Crowe. Pretty sure he's Christian. Pretty
Yeah,
sure.
Duh,
Probably.
guys.
Something
Russell
like that.
Crowe. Well, he's a few different ones.
Couple
We
of
actually
religions?
got a
He just
bunch of
picks
questions for this,
person of the week?
Alana.
Oh,
Dude, I feel so bad for you. I feel so bad for you
that's
because
fair.
you probably get just I mean, even we've gotten questions before for the podcast for our guests this week, and it wasn't like disrespectful questions or anything. It was just like
It
everyone
was so
just
dumb.
sent in like the dumbest, worst questions they possibly could have. Because
Right.
I don't know, it's like, are they embarrassed? Are they nervous? What's going on?
It was
in your
like-
fucking brains out there.
It
when
was
you send in
hundreds of questions. But
hundreds, dude.
It was.
We got
Dude, I have at
hundreds of
least 100, and you have probably 100. That's hundreds. And
You
they
got
were all
102
bullshit.
minutes. You looked for 2 minutes
I
after you
can
posted it.
Let me fucking show you, bro, right now. Check this shit
I
out,
think
bro.
I know why it is, dude. It's because you haven't been active on social media for like a long time. And now
Me?
that you've been a little bit, I'm talking to Alana.
Me?
Now that you're like more active on social media a little bit, Steve, like you're posting stories and you're asking questions. So many people are just so excited to like say anything to you that they're just like, Steve, okay, oh, you're gonna make me come, Steve?
Blocked.
Are you gonna make me come?
Yes, blocked.
Probably
They're trying
true.
to say anything to make you laugh or think that they're cool or just connect with you because they love you, but they don't
And
understand.
here you
that-
are shitting on them.
Dude,
Yeah.
why are you guys making this
Boost,
fucking-
bro. Big boost.
No,
I just said
I
their
wasn't
questions
even
were
saying-
bad, and then
I wasn't
they're
even
trying to
saying
connect
to
with you on
shit
an
on you.
emotional level.
I wasn't even trying to shit on you. I was just saying that that's why it was happening. But then they don't understand that we're running a business over here. You know what I mean? Like we got to find questions. We're doing research nonstop.
It's
We're
because
doing
they
research on
probably
our
don't
guests.
realize that all of them are like that. If it was 1 or 2 people out of the 100 comments or questions that said something funny, and we'd be like, "That's not a real one. That's funny." But
I
since
think
they're
all the questions
we
are
can't
great,
even
personally.
find an actual question from them.
I personally think all the questions have been great.
God,
Me as well.
James.
Me as well.
And let's do
Steve
a lot of
hated
things.
it.
Let's ask her a couple.
No idea yet.
Yeah, we'll ask you a couple. I like your chair,
Jump
by
right
the
in.
way.
Jump
Do you want
Thanks,
to hear
man.
some of the worst questions, or do you want to hear
Alternate.
alternate? Well, I'll give you a real
Highs
one
and
first.
lows.
Okay, great.
This one actually, okay, this was a surprising one. I got this a couple times, and I was confused by it, but then I remembered because I guess at a certain point, kid, were you in talks to be a part of Funhaus ever?
I don't think so. Oh, there was a bit. We did an episode where I joined Funhaus. Remember?
Did we do a bit about? Oh, then
We
never
didn't
mind. This is
have-
another
Yeah, so
dumbass
now
question.
now you
And
thought
then
it was a
Pete-
real thing.
and
Yeah,
then-
it was
and
in
then
fact a
Pete came
dumbass
over.
question of them taking a bit. And I feel bad even saying that because obviously they're thinking about their favorite episodes and stuff like that and then making a joke about that.
Which is
And then
actually quite
We've
sweet.
forgotten.
It's
It is very
You
sweet.
guys
We're
are
like,
ripping them
what are you
apart. I
talking
can't even
about?
believe you. You guys are
Yeah.
ripping them apart.
Yeah, you're right. You
Dude.
guys, everything you guys said was very funny. It's true.
It's because we're cranky because we feel disrespected today by Alana.
True, I
We're
couldn't
cranky
do
because
ad
we feel
reads.
fucking disrespected. She had to do
Fair.
ad reads
She's
instead of
pissed.
doing this favor for us.
It's true.
So, okay, here's one that I think we're all very interested in. Well, also, you DJ, which is a very strange combination of things that you do. But then it's like,
Yeah, not
everyone-
strange.
you
It's
know,
just
everyone
like
has
a
passions.
lot of
that are-
DJs. It's like that, you know?
but like you DJ on stages and shit, like
For real.
real ass
Yeah.
stages. You DJ for
real life.
real. You don't
Yeah,
just
I've had
you don't just
3
DJ.
club residencies. So I played. That means like just a place where you play every week. One in Melbourne, one in San Francisco, and one in LA.
When you have a residency, don't you get to live there as well?
No, you could have a
Unfortunately,
nurse.
no. I still have to have like an
Oh.
apartment and shit. Yeah, it's a huge ripoff.
That's
You have
fucking
3 apartments?
lame.
Terrible. No, just the one. Just the one.
So you just fly there and then
I think that's
Right.
more so like if it's clubs that are connected to like hotels, like in Vegas, and
Right,
you have a
yeah.
residency there, like DJ Pauly D. He's got a place there at the bar over
Me
there.
and
up
DJ
on-
Paul D got a
Yeah,
place
Pauly
there.
Yeah,
D
me
got a
and
place
DJ Pauly
there.
D.
With
we
Mikey
share a
Vinny,
Yeah.
fucking-
Snooki, Puss in Boots,
Yeah.
Texas
and,
Lab.
and Cookie Monster.
Gary.
DJ
Yeah.
Pink
yeah,
Eye.
Gary the Snail
Yeah.
from The Sopranos.
Yeah. Love him.
So have you met a lot of famous DJs? Have you met Dylan Francis? Have you met Dylan Francis?
I
you
haven't
met
met
Dylan
Dylan
Francis?
No, I have met all the most famous Australian DJs.
Ah.
The biggest name that I played alongside was Cascade.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I was like
cool.
hours away from Cascade.
Um,
but same venue, you know. But yeah,
That's
no,
cool.
I
That's
don't
so
feel like
sick.
DJing is weird because I feel like virtually every DJ is a gamer anyway. So I feel like those go hand in hand, and it just comes from me being too awkward to be the kind of person who can comfortably dance in a nightclub. But if I am dancing while doing something, then I don't feel awkward.
Yeah.
So it's just a
Hey,
great.
you know what's gonna make you not feel awkward? You should do one of your DJ dances right here, right now.
Oh, you should do one of
Yeah,
those.
you should pretend like you're DJing right now. Here, Kibble
We know.
to the Pete. Kibble to the Pete. Why are you smiling and looking straight ahead, Alana?
Well, because they get really mad at you if you don't smile. I get
All right.
comments even while DJing where they're like, "Why do you look so unhappy?" And I'm like, "I'm paying so much attention to what
man.
I'm doing, so
We're gonna
you
try
can
it
enjoy
again.
it."
We're gonna try it again. Everyone, stop being disrespectful. We're gonna
Okay, I'm
try it
not
again.
smiling.
I'm bumping mine now. I'm bumping mine.
Yeah, I play music like that a lot, actually.
Fuck yeah.
Do you produce?
Fucking digging that.
No, but I'd love to. I really would like to. I never have.
So then, what's your process of like creating a set list? How do you create a set list? Do you transition the songs? So in a way, you do produce in a way.
Or is it like a live transition?
Okay, so one, I generally don't really make set lists. I just have big folders, and then when I'm playing live, I will pick the songs based on the crowd. So I very much organize
discrimination.
everything to
Right.
well, it's more about like making sure the people in that room are having a good time. That's what being a DJ is about. So I kind of like judge
selfless.
people who just like have a strict set list that they stick to perfectly. Some of them even have their transitions timed in. I don't do any of that. I do it all on the fly.
That's fucking lame. Yeah, you got to do it on the fly. That's like watching a live musician, fucking Jimi Hendrix, and then he just plays his record for a minute. Oh, fuck yeah.
So let's say, well, okay, so you change depending on the audience, right?
Yeah, but
let's say you're
venues
performing in
will-
San Francisco, right? Then you transition maybe down to Atlanta, Georgia. Would you play the same kind of set list there, or do you think you'd switch it up?
I don't do it based on the city. I do it based on the group of people.
People in the
And,
rooms.
Right,
like,
right.
I
That's what
can-
I'm saying.
And it's not discrimination that I'm not like, this is a group of black people. Let me play raps.
She
It's
said it.
literally just, it's not like that. It's literally
It's
just,
not that.
no, I'll start off with whatever
We're
the
gonna
venue asks for.
edit
so,
out
like-
you saying not and just say it's that.
oh shit. I'll start out with whatever the venue asks me for. So like when I was playing at San Francisco, I was playing at Temple, and they always wanted deep house. So I just start with playing the deep house because it's usually like when I was playing there, it was early. It was when the dance floor was filling up. And then I kind of get a vibe for like, well, one thing that I do get really specific about is that white girls like to be able to sing. So you could like
So
mix
you put on
some-
Uptown Funk.
We're meant to fly.
That's not quite deep house. I would mix some like maybe some like 2000s Britney Spears, something that's a little bit slow into my deep house, and then that's
Cool.
where you like transition into the shit they seem to be enjoying, and you kind of like figure it out based on their reactions. It's
That's
Sean
fun.
Paul.
That's a whole interesting element to it where you get to like try a couple things, see what they're into, and then start to like tailor it, you know, and find what they like.
My
and
goal
then-
is always make sure everyone in the room is dancing.
Is there-
and
is
that
there a
is
moment-
very much just like figuring it out?
Is there a moment that happens where you've like fucking finally pegged them and you're like, this is what they're into, and it's just like,
You finally pegged them, and this is what they're
peg them is the correct word in that context.
Yeah, it is.
Technically
Thank you.
correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's the best once you figure it out. It doesn't generally take that long. Like anytime that I ever DJ a nerd party, it's like they just want to hear shit they know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100% they just want shit they know. So they
And
just
that-
want
you know what?
like
That's the consistency with every fucking crowd. I feel if you play some shit that everybody knows and you know for a fact everyone's gonna get down to, then other shit that you play is also gonna go over well because like they're just in a good fucking mood. Everyone's fucking probably wasted. I know
but
I
if
am.
they're all like
Yeah.
pinging, I don't know if you guys use that word.
Whom?
What?
They're on
Latency,
pingers?
right? If they're all
They're all
Pingers?
penis.
they're
They're all
latent-
penis.
pinging.
If they're all on ecstasy,
Oh,
then
Oh,
they don't
rolling.
necessarily want
They're
to
all
hear shit.
fizzing.
Yeah, we say pinging in Australia. They're
Pingin'.
pinging.
Okay. Well, we say
Uh,
fizz up in the Bay Area, so
See? Did you make that up just now?
no
Oh,
fizz face, man. The fizz face.
Okay,
Never
there you go.
Yeah,
Well,
you know-
then they generally don't want to hear shit they know.
He
They just
knows.
want to hear hard EDM.
right.
So it's a matter of like, are you all on ecstasy? How am I gonna navigate this? But
How
that's
am I
like
gonna manipulate your feelings right now on this drug?
that's exactly what it is. It's just trying to make people happy by.
I'm gonna
and
make
that's why
you
I don't do
sad
set lists
now.
and- yeah.
totally get it.
Yeah.
I had to do the same thing with music for SP7.
There you go. You have to
Yeah.
make them happy. I have to make them
Manipulating
sad.
emotions. You know?
Steve, you
Yeah.
were kind of a DJ, except you didn't care
I was an emotional
about what
DJ,
they
yeah.
wanted. You just gave
I
them
cared about
you
what
wanted.
I wanted.
Right.
Yeah, that's
right,
fucked
A
up.
Oh,
narcissistic DJ.
Yeah.
But of
He's
people's
only
lives.
You're
listening.
not.
He's only playing music in his own headphones up on stage.
There's nothing happening out in the audience. So do you get a lot of crossover with like your gaming audience coming over to your sets?
I intentionally do not share where I'm DJing. So like my
Right.
LA residency, I didn't ever make it public so that I didn't have that. So I could just have fun and DJ and not like have those two worlds collide basically.
Right.
In part for security reasons. But yeah, I mean, I do
Yeah.
get hired to DJ games industry events.
Yeah, you don't
So
want
that-
Johnny, the fucking Funhaus fan, over at your thing like, I wonder if Alana's here.
People do try to talk to you a lot.
She's on stage, dude.
Is she here though? Yeah, but he was pinging, so he couldn't figure it out.
Man, yeah, you don't want someone coming up to you with a script idea.
Right.
It's for sure.
Funhaus
Ping
should
as
do
well.
discographies again.
Classic Johnny.
That
Are
person
you a big
that
drug
you,
connoisseur?
I've never done drugs actually. I've never even smoked weed.
Good
Wow.
for you. Good for you.
Crazy.
Who
I picture
fucking
that
needs
actually
it?
because you're friends with Ethan, and he seems like a guy that's never done any
Ethan
type of
Klein?
drug either. No. Crank.
Oh yeah, Crank.
Good old crank, man.
I don't know if he has or not, you know? Not sure.
It's probably a no. He dyed his hair.
Which
Right.
means no automatically.
It means no. It
Right.
means he's a Twitch streamer that's never done drugs.
Hey,
He's drank though, probably.
I've dyed my hair, man, and I'm a drug addict.
But look at you
That's
now.
anymore.
dude. Look
Look
at
at
you
me
now,
now.
dames.
Quick little deviation from what we were talking about. I just remembered that person, because you tweeted about it, the person that was like incessantly messaging you about a script idea that they were writing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, I just want
That's
to, like,
funny.
Alana, you and I haven't spoken in a while, obviously, but like I see the things that like you deal with like on social media and stuff that you post and you share, and I'm just like, not dope.
I don't share the worst of it though, is the thing that I
Because you
feel
don't
like
want to fuel it.
Well, yeah, I don't want to give people attention to like the serious ones. But there is this one particular guy who thinks we've been in a relationship for 5 years.
Oh my.
Genuinely. And I have to
Have
like
you?
call his therapist and be like, this is really
Wow.
fucked up.
You
'Cause
had to call his therapist?
Yeah, because he would actually track me down in person, like repeatedly, and like give me like gifts and stuff. And I didn't know that this was happening until one day I realized that he was sending me like 1,000 messages to an account that I didn't use anymore. And I was like,
Yikes.
holy fuck. Where he'd like get very angry anytime I talked to a man on the internet. It was like, I don't understand why you haven't moved in yet. Like, I cleared this space for you. Here's a picture. Like, I just don't understand why this isn't happening. I was like, if anyone is ever going to kidnap me, it's this dude. 100%.
No,
And
it's
he-
the ones that don't tell you about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
No.
ones that
Again,
that
he
you don't
thinks
even
we're in
know
a
about.
relationship, and he sends messages that's like, it's really hard to be in a relationship with you when you don't reply to me. And
fucking
we had to get the cops
crazy.
involved around E3 last year because of something that happened. And so the next message he sent was like, you calling the cops on me was pretty disrespectful to our relationship.
I'll let it slide this time.
Oh
but
God, and I probably triggered you when I said that was disrespectful earlier.
No, you're totally fine. It doesn't trigger me at all.
Okay,
it's
sick.
just some shit that I have to that I have to navigate. That's like, yeah, it's
That's
pretty
fucking
fucked
wild.
up. Pretty
So what?
fucked up.
How do you move forward? Do you just have to just be careful, be extra careful, and like, was there a moment where you realized that you had to like separate yourself from your fan base more just because you're a woman in the industry? Do you think?
I had to make all of my family make all of their social media private because
Mhm.
there was another
Wow.
guy who was like had a vendetta to like he kept threatening my mom.
Jesus,
So I had to do
wow.
that. Yeah, I know the shit's
fuck,
it's
man?
so much that I don't talk about it publicly that people
Literally,
don't know about.
get over it.
But it's like, what
It's
could
a
you have
girl
done
online,
to
man?
offend
It's a girl
someone like
online.
that?
Get over it.
Oh well,
Like,
that
that's
guy, the
literally-
guy who tried to kill my mom was, or threatened to at least, was because I was really nice to him, and then he got too intense, and I was like, hey man, this is a bit much. You're like getting mad at me whenever I don't reply to a message within 5 minutes. Just want you to chill out a bit. So then he just snapped and turned and
Wow.
just fucking hated me. So yeah, I mean, I try to like limit what I say that's personal. If I post an Instagram story or something, I never post it when I'm actually at somewhere. I save it and post it later.
Yeah.
So that I never give away where I am. Like very careful about like ever telling anyone where in LA that I live. Shit like that. So yeah, it's mostly about navigating like not sharing locations. But I used to have a Patreon and I don't think I could ever do that again because that was where like two of these people came from. Was that it was like a smaller community where I was making effort to talk to them more and like answer their messages. And I was like, I don't think I can ever give anyone like extra access to me ever again. So I
That's
don't think I
fucking
can do
crazy.
that.
How do most like women who are doing like maybe a more explicit content like OnlyFans stuff like that? How the fuck do they not get stalkers and stuff like that? Like you seem like you're pretty much just chilling and gaming and doing your thing, and you're not like I don't know.
I
what
have a
else you do online,
friend
but like
who don't have an OnlyFans.
I don't know if you have an OnlyFans.
No
or not,
explicit
but,
content.
but like I
That's
don't
Kim's
think
way of
I have a friend
asking.
who had a guy show up to her house who's like very popular on OnlyFans. He just
Right.
like fucking figured out where they lived and showed up to her house, and her boyfriend beat the shit out of him and called the cops and was like sitting on top of him until the cops
Jesus.
arrived.
That's actually so
Dope.
sick, though.
that's
I know. I was like,
That's
that's
so
actually
dope.
pretty rad.
Don't
Yeah.
come to my fucking
It's
house.
Yeah,
Stop
pretty much.
That's right.
Stop.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
You showed up at my house. Now this is happening.
Pretty
Step on my
much.
property. I
He
can
didn't,
kill
yeah,
you.
He didn't get charged for it or anything.
Amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine it's pretty fucked up, but maybe it's less so for them because the people feel like they have access to the content they already want.
Maybe. Yeah, it's almost an interesting world that you're in because you in the gaming industry, you're taught, at least when we were a part of it, like Steve will attest to this, that
Maybe.
you want to make a close connection with your fans and you want them to feel like they fucking know you, and then they become attached, and then that's how you have a long-term fan who like gives a shit about you, and like you can
You're
genuinely
making
care
it
about
seem
them too.
very bionic, man.
I definitely
Very
don't think I
bionic.
name it
Bionic.
that
Well, I'm
way. Yeah.
analyzing it, but like that's how like the gaming industry it encourages that behavior. Maybe not that, analytic, but like that's the relationship that is generally there when you go watch a Twitch
I would say
streamer
it's
or
just a
something.
natural part of being a YouTube entertainer in general. not just the gaming.
To some degree, but when you're,
I
don't
would
know.
think the gaming
I felt
industry
it-
doesn't do that. Like
Really?
games journalism, like IGN, I guess did do that with their hosts, but I was never in that job role. So like Greg Miller, I'm sure they like tried to use to have people be a fan of him, but I was never in that position. I was a writer producer. So it's a little bit different. They want you to represent IGN. They don't want you to represent yourself. So that's different. But yeah, I mean, Funhaus is obviously like, even unintentionally, the brand is literally selling people the friendship of these people.
Yeah.
Like that's what it's doing. I don't think any part of my brain thinks in a way that's like, oh, if I do this, I will get a long-term fan.
No. I mean, that's just naturally part of it. Like it's just, but that's
try to be genuine.
The
and then
result
comes
is
with it,
that, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely a weird thing where I think some people don't realize what's it called, parasocial relationship, like that they can know you really well and you don't know them at all, and they don't. They feel like they're your friend or whatever. I know that like Barbara at Rooster Teeth had someone come to an event and just be really fucking rude to her, and he was like, "But they're all rude to you. I don't understand why I'm not allowed to be rude to you." And it's like, "Well, I don't know you, and I know them. Like you're watching content and thinking you can treat me like they do," and it's like that's not how this.
Did you have
I
that
learned that
conversation with
shit
him?
in fucking second grade when I was at my neighbor Samantha's house, and I heard her talking shit to her sister, so I joined in, and she just like belted me and said, "Yeah, she beat the shit out of me, dude." She said,
Glad
"You
you
cannot
learned.
do that because," and then the rest of my life I knew that. It's like people don't get those kind of opportunities to get the shit beat out of them by their neighbors.
Everyone needs a Samantha.
She was like, "Why are you
that's what I'm
talking
saying.
to me like this?" And you're like, "Because I listen to you from my yard all the time, and I hear how you
You're my
guys talk
favorite
to each
content
other."
creator.
And I think we're great friends, so I should be able to do this.
When I first met her, she asked me what my name is. I told her Zelda.
Oh yeah, this is true. I've heard this story. This is true.
Did you do that?
Why did I do that?
Because he wasn't
Oh, did
all
you say?
there.
Sorry, did you say why? Why did I do that?
Because he was
Why?
dropped on his head.
Because I had a soft spot, not in my heart, on my head
It's
from being
still-
dropped.
Still soft.
It's still recovering. Yeah,
and
it's still
basically
recovering.
because what had happened was he was hit in the head with a stick and he fell unconscious in the snow and he had to crawl home. And as he was crawling home, his
Also
pants
true
were
story.
falling down. And he
That's
just kept
actually
crawling-
that is a true
And
story.
then his
crawling
legs
home.
froze and he couldn't walk, but his pants were falling down. And he kept
and then his
dragging
bones
his pants down as he was crawling in the snow.
So naturally Zelda. Got it. Yeah.
And that's that. Does that
the
not
story of
scream
Zelda.
Zelda?
It does. Princess bullshit. Yeah, very much. Zelda.
I also clearly didn't know that Zelda was not Link at the time,
Me
Right.
too,
Right.
for the longest time.
which was
I still
actually
don't.
it turned out to be way more progressive than I expected.
Right.
True.
Later on, you know,
For someone
It
who
is
hates
the legend
women,
of Zelda.
Steve's pretty.
for someone that hates women, I'm a very sensitive guy. I'm a very sensitive guy.
You think that's what made you hate women though? Was
Right.
like the bait and switch of like thinking that you were the hero of the story and really it's about this fucking woman?
Oh shit!
No, it's because they won't have sex with me.
Incel alert!
That's
Uh-oh.
We should get a little incel alarm like sound effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Why is this an ongoing problem that you have with Steve?
Yeah.
Drug
Yeah.
incel shit? Oh,
We're-
cool.
We're
Yeah.
discovering a lot about him. It's
Tight.
wonderful.
Yeah.
We almost have enough footage, from over the years to put together in a really good Netflix crime documentary, basically like
Mm.
Steve's
Suptic
history.
incel.
But not quite enough to take me
Incel.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
you'll-
Just shy
you'll
of that.
still
but
recover.
just shy of that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
everyone will be like, it'll be really profound and thought provoking, but it won't
Mhm.
really affect you.
Right.
I
In
do.
God,
fact, it might actually
God, no.
lead to his comeback.
Yeah, might
Mhm.
help. Yeah.
Because I'll have a redemption arc. I think second season. Because
Second
everyone will hate me
season,
the first season. Yeah.
Right. We have it all planned. So redemption arc would take place second season, but we got
Right, but that's
canceled
because
after
we
the first
pay a
season.
woman to have sex with you.
But
But
she
we don't-
doesn't.
But she
No,
doesn't
she
know.
does.
And
She
we also
doesn't
don't
know it's you. We have a
But we don't-
pill sheet over.
Yeah.
We're blindfolded.
L'Oreal situation. And we
It's
don't
just-
tell you that we paid her, so you think that you accomplished this.
And
Well,
so it,
yeah,
like,
and
actually
also-
really
yeah.
fucked
it's
with
not
you
exactly how
psychologically.
he wants it either. Steve's
No,
butt
it's
is
because I'm
exposed.
screaming. Don't make me use a condom. Please don't make me use a condom.
No,
don't
no.
make me use a condom.
No.
And
She's
we
a
make him
strap-on,
wear-
Steve.
Yeah, we make him wear 3 condoms, and we also don't tell her that we're paying.
She's
her.
having sex with you, dude.
Yeah, she doesn't know she's being paid either. It's very complicated. Yeah, it fucks with him psychologically,
Yeah.
which
Fucks
we
with us.
document also.
Like the whole crew.
Really
Do you even watch
I
it?
don't sleep at
The
night.
cruise
The
that
whole crew is messed up.
Come on!
Really sad.
George Clooney's directing, or not directing.
Oh,
He's
shit.
executive producer.
Steve
Yeah,
just realized he has a dick.
No, I spilled coffee on my
Come
dick.
on!
Oh, nice. Congrats.
Oh man! So
you
your
think it would
birthday
be-
just
I-
happened.
It did. Sorry, I was going to ask you a much more important question though.
Sure.
I did have a friend who was a virgin until he was 27, and for a while we considered hiring a call girl to have sex with him because he clearly just
Wow.
needed it. He like some people can like
How do you know
not
if
have
someone
sex for
needs
a
it?
lot longer. He was getting frustrated at women. And it was like, we
Oh,
think
I
that
see.
maybe if he just banged one out and he would probably be fine. So we had the conversation of like, is that like a thing that would be unethical? Like if
Nah.
you hire someone for someone else, like we'd have to tell him, right? Because
Oh,
it's like
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
fucked up if we don't tell
He
him
should
it's paid
know.
for. Like there was like definitely a lot of, and then he got a girlfriend and now it's fine.
You
because
paid for the
what
girlfriend?
happens if
Did
he
you pay
falls
for
in
the
love with that
girlfriend?
girl?
You paid
He's
for
gonna
the
hate women
girlfriend?
even more.
We did not pay for the girlfriend.
Okay.
No.
Bummer.
Not that I'm aware of. Maybe someone else in the group did and kept it really on lock, but they're still together. So I don't know how much money that motherfucker is.
Him and the sex
Yeah.
worker?
No,
Yes.
he's not dating a
Yeah.
sex worker. She
Oh no, he's
did,
not. Right.
Yes.
No.
No.
It's fine. None of that is on the, no, definitely not a sex worker. Totally fine. Worked out. But my question was going to be like, you know, if you know someone who hasn't had sex for a really long time, do you think like it's a bro favor to hire someone for them? Or is that just
If they're down and they understand that they're 27 and haven't had sex yet and it hasn't been their choice, it was involuntary, I think that's all right. I think that it going on longer is probably more upsetting than it being over with. And then, you know, you're like, oh, it's
I figured the
way
pressure's
bigger of a
on.
deal than I thought, actually. That was
Right,
awesome.
like,
Yeah,
There's
it's a
a-
person on person by person basis, really.
Right.
Like for
Yeah,
me,
very much so. Sure.
Very much so sure.
I think it's just like as you discriminate against your DJ audiences, you'd have to figure out how you discriminate against whether or not they'd want to hire a sex worker for the first time having sex.
But
It's
just
very
asking
difficult to
them, right.
navigate. It's very difficult, mind you.
When
feel like
we asked Steve if it was okay to hire a girl for him, he said, absolutely, I need it.
Okay.
Mhm.
That
But
and
here's the thing, like having sex for the first time, there's the whole idea of it being like this special thing with this special person. And it's like, is that overrated? Because then you have the idea of like just doing it to get it over with, right? And to experience it and move on and move forward. So it depends on this person, like, where do they their values lay? Are they like waiting for that perfect person to come who clearly just isn't coming? And neither are they, for that matter.
Nice.
Or do they just want to do it to get it over with, and have they expressed that? Because if they've expressed like, man, I just want to do it to get it over with, then you do it. So let's call this guy up. Let's call up a
Can
girl.
we call him up? He's got a girlfriend
get him
who
on
he's
the
had
phone.
sex with 100 times.
He was definitely having sex with. We're all very proud of him.
But
Did you guys
think? What do you think? Would you have gone through with it? Would you have talked to him about it beforehand? Or would you have just laid it on him and been okay? So here is the negative side of if you didn't tell him about it beforehand. He falls in love with the sex worker. And eventually, I mean, she's going to realize very quickly that it's not going to work out between them. And then he's going to hate women even more.
I think hiring a sex worker for someone or like a call girl and not telling them is like super fucked up.
I agree.
And grounds for a friendship to be over. So like
I
we
don't
can't
know.
be doing
It
that. I
sounds
don't
kind of
think.
awesome.
Noted. Okay, you're cool with it. I think generally probably a bit
Not
fucked up.
anymore.
But like part of the issue was that he was also just like falling in love with every girl he met.
Oh yeah.
So like it was just somebody
having a
needs to
hard
fuck.
time. Yeah, he
You
was
know,
like,
just-
he was looking for love in all the wrong places.
Yeah, at the beach.
Yeah, exactly. At the beach.
At the beach,
Wrong
at the
place
dog,
to
at the
fall in
dog
love.
beach.
Dude, where's the best place to find a significant other?
I actually think probably a dog beach is like a fucking great
Oh
one.
yeah,
actually.
truly.
Anywhere the dogs are involved? Yeah, but then you don't know if someone's using their dog as a way in. You know?
Right.
I see these
I
these
Oh,
guys
I
at the
see
dog
that
park
all the time,
without their
bro.
masks on. I see these guys at the dog
Wear your
park.
fucking mask
Fucking
on.
wear your mask.
Idiot.
Simply.
Holy shit, bro. I get
Or what
so
was I saying?
mad
Oh,
now.
they're trying to hit up on these dude. These people at the dog park, you can just tell there's something in their eyes. There's something in their eyes that's like, this isn't really the dog that I care about. I mean, the
they're
thing that
looking
I
like
care
this.
about.
They're like,
They're
you
constantly.
like my dog?
You've got someone else you'll like.
Me too. Movement.
I love
I'm
your
all
dog.
for it.
Oh, good disclosure. Very nice.
Dude, yeah, you like my dog. You like my.
I actually think using a dog to pick up chicks is a great strategy.
As long as you have,
Even
as
if
long
you
as you
can
have good
tell-
intentions. Like, look, here's the thing. I mean, I've been single in many, many years, but I think if your intentions with
What do
like
you know?
hitting on a girl and picking up a girl, like, are just like, yeah, to like have a good time and like maybe date this girl and shit like that, then fucking do it, whatever.
I
But if
think
you're like,
Yeah, well, what do you
but if you like go
fucking
into it,
Perfected.
I just think
Great,
a dog
great
is like
job.
a great icebreaker and makes people happy. So if you want to use a dog to pick up chicks, I frankly think it's a great strat. It gets creepy if you become a creep.
yeah, and if
But
you're
if
like,
you're just
all
using
right,
it to start a
You want to
conversation.
touch my fucking
let's
dog's
see how many
dick?
girls I can pick up here. I picked up over 36 girls this week
All
at the
right,
dog
well-
park, and it's weird.
I have an idea then. We're going to try it out. Alana, you're going to be the judge here. I've got my dog. I'm walking down the beach and
I'll be the
My
dog
too, dude.
I'll be the dog.
I
Okay,
see,
great, yeah.
I see beautiful. I see dick sucking
Little
lip Steve over here.
Uh-huh.
And I walk up to him.
Oh, am I the girl?
Yeah.
Or who are you going after?
You're the
He's
girl,
picking
man.
girl or
You're the
guy?
girl.
I'm the
Okay.
dog.
Or a
Wait,
guy.
wait.
It's fine.
True.
Miss.
Here we go.
Miss.
Look, I didn't know that dog was there the whole time. It looked like you just fucking spawned an animal out of the abyss.
Don't make a
Miss.
Minecraft joke. Here we go.
Nice.
Miss. Miss.
God,
I'm right in front of you, miss.
I knew it the whole time. I was playing around. Let's make out.
What do you think of this
Oh.
dog?
Dude, go get Odie. I have to have live props, otherwise it's not going to work out for me.
Okay, hold on.
You know this. I can't do like, what's that shit called? I can't do that. You know, where you imagine that something's there.
Imagination.
Like when I was doing Jurassic World, any type of, I can't do green screen. Come on,
When
Kip.
you were doing Jurassic World.
Was there something hard to understand about that? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Oh, Kib's wearing boxers.
It looks like he's wearing underwear. That's so
He is
short.
just
Yes.
wearing underwear. He's just
Your
wearing
little
underwear.
lady legs.
Sorry. Miss.
Yeah?
Look at this thing.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I found
What
it
is it do- what is it doing?
I found it in a dumpster. You want to come over and shave my legs?
One of these dogs is
Come on,
growling.
man. Take it seriously. Really. Ask me out. Do however you think it would work.
This is
Like,
what would
take-
really happen. Look how beautiful this dog is. First of all,
Oh my god.
I
what
wouldn't
kind
have
of dog
to say
is
a
that?
thing.
What kind of dog is that?
Oh, that's a French lizard.
How much what? Oh my god, aren't those really expensive?
Yes, they're about $5,000.
So you don't like to rescue then?
Not a fan. Nope. Not for
See,
me.
I rescued this one.
Wow, that's annoying.
This thing has a bad fucking spine. Look at its curvature.
Look at this thing's dick, dude.
It's built like a boomerang. Look at the camera. Look at it.
Honestly, if I had known there would be this much dog content, ignoring that dick comment, I would have just completely sunk Funhaus, got rid of the ad reads, just don't even need to make money. I just would have been right here.
When I
Yeah.
carry
Alana,
Littlefoot out of the dog park
But we
like
have
this,
to make money, and I'd be like, what? I don't. That's not my responsibility. That's so cute.
I'll carry Littlefoot out of the dog park like this, and he gets an erection on the way out, and so his goopy little erection's just bumping against my fucking wrist.
Leaving a fucking
And it's
snail trail
Oh,
on
James
his
is
arm.
quitting. James is quitting the pod. Oh, dude, he just. But it's a horrible thing. His erections. It's a horrible thing. Isn't that right, bud?
Oh, he doesn't really get them, actually, believe
It's
it or
really
not.
cute. They're both just really
No,
cute.
I'm just about to knock you guys out of the fucking water. Come here, Bubby.
Yeah, fucking right, dude. Are you kidding me?
Where's your dog, Alana?
Dog? I'm so alone.
You
Oh,
don't have a dog, Alana?
dude, Littlefoot, look, it's Vinny. It's Vinny.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Bubby. Look at
Oh, what?
You need some more light. Odie, come on. Get up here. We're trying to win a
It's
fucking
big. It's
contest
so
right
big
now.
and so sweet.
He's a big baby.
All right,
Vinny,
everyone
what's
tired
going
of this.
on?
Okay. All right. For you audio listeners out there, we're pretty much just holding our dogs.
Oh, no, we're
It's
not gonna-
actually the best
children.
content I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, Bubby.
Come here.
Do you like this?
Oh my gosh. I love when a big dog becomes lap dog. A huge fan.
Big
Huge
dog,
fan.
lap dog.
Yeah, big dog becomes a lap dog sometimes, yeah?
Yeah.
What's the difference between
Yeah.
British and
isn't
English?
he? I don't know if he's loving it. Do you like this Vinny? Are you having
British
a good
is
time?
great. Britain and English is just England.
Accent wise,
Britain, England. Britain and England.
Okay, well, technically Great Britain has a lot of different accents. An English accent would also vary. It's like saying there's an American accent, but there's like, I don't know, 10 of them or whatever.
guns aren't allowed in Australia, right?
Not without extensive permits.
Oh, I thought guns were completely banned in
No,
Australia.
it's just really difficult.
Do you guys
I
have a
one
similar
friend who has
system to
guns.
Canada's where you just have to you have to take like a course and get a gun permit and you can only have hunting guns?
It depends on the state in Australia, I think, but it's ultimately very difficult, and you have to like leave your weapons dismantled in your apartment, and
What if
like
there's
you
an
can't have
intruder?
ammo in the same room as the gun. Well,
yeah,
that
same in
doesn't-
Canada. Yep.
That doesn't happen in Australia. We're not. No, people don't really break in
Same.
into.
Same. That's crazy.
So not a concern.
Dude, it's not even a concern here. Someone's gonna break into my home. No one wants your shit, dumbass.
Cuckoo clock.
No one
that
wants to
thing's
steal
worth
your shit, you
$100.
fucking idiot. They're gonna break in.
Yeah.
I gotta have protect. What about the government? What if we have to rise up? They're gonna kill you easily.
Yeah, you're one.
gonna
Even if
kill
you had
you
an
immediately.
AK, dude.
the government
the-
like kind of did
the
show up, and all
Navy?
the people with the guns were like, "I support it."
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
that's
they're
the,
doing the
that's
right
the
thing.
fucking weird thing because the people that are like, I want my fucking guns in my Second Amendment, which like personally, I'm like, yeah, I'd like to have a gun if I fucking wanted a gun, but also I'm not a psycho. But then the army comes in, which is the government directly fucking interfering.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I thought you guys disagreed though.
Isn't this the part where you use your guns to help us out when they have tanks in the streets and shit? No. Okay. Cool. That's
Yeah,
fine.
you just really have to hope that the military and then the military state for the police force and the fucking actual military are on your side during a coup. We should do a coup.
Hopefully the National Guard is here.
Yeah. Well, they are, but I think they're all in Seattle.
Yeah, they were.
James, your dog is so beautiful.
Thank you.
What's
Like,
his name?
look at that fucking model.
He's such a good boy. He's just a big
such a good
sweetheart.
boy.
Oh, I saw that picture you
Vinny.
posted.
Any?
Where'd you
can't
guys
hear 'cause
go?
of my headphones.
Where'd
Does
you
he
guys go?
also have an apartment in Las Vegas with Paulie D?
Close.
Yes, actually.
But not for
He's
DJing,
living-
for butt sniffing.
Yeah, he brings all the girls over, sniffs their asses, says
Oh, look
next,
at that.
sniffs one ass, goes next.
Nah,
Dude, did you guys
just
know that
another one.
Alana and I met long before I ever met either of you
Yeah.
two?
no way. Long before you met me?
No, before I met James though.
Okay. So I
Wait,
thought
when did we
Dude,
meet?
you're the first person.
that you've ever met.
Wasn't it at a
Look at his foot, by the way. I don't know if you guys can see. But it's
Oh, you
downtown
gave me-
LA or something?
You gave me a wristband to get into a party.
Yup.
I was with a
nice.
friend, and they were like,
That's Steven Suptic. And I'm
I
like,
was trying
oh,
to-
here we go.
yeah, they were like, oh my god, that's Steven.
Paparazzi.
Beat him up and steal his wristband. He looks weak. No,
Beat
they
him
were
up.
like, a lot of
He is,
trying to
he
get in, and
is.
they won't give her a wristband. So
He's
can we
super
have yours,
weak.
and then you handed it to me.
Yeah, but
that
it got
did
stuck to my wrist, so I couldn't get it off.
happen. That
but,
seems like a thing that might have happened. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time I'd ever known about Alana. And then 10 years later, she's
Here we
working at
are.
Funhaus, dude.
Yeah.
And she's
so
36
your
and I'm
ideas
28.
at IGN
That's
and
crazy.
all
Oh, I was
that
just gonna say.
stuff.
I was gonna say it. It was your birthday not too long ago, right?
It was my birthday on
What do you
Monday.
want for your
Happy
birthday?
birthday, Alana.
I'll take your dog.
What do you nah?
Can I have any?
What do you
Oh,
want for your birthday though?
great. Well, you said no to my number one idea. What do I want for my birthday?
Rude, bro.
I mean, do any of you like sneakers?
Fuck yeah.
I like
was
sneakers.
that?
Do you want me to have your sneakers?
No, I got off-whites.
Oh, I got the white Yeezys. Are we talking about?
You talk about the white Yeezys. I
Whatever.
got-
White Easy Ease. I got the Easy Ease.
I basically got two pairs of Jordans that I absolutely love.
Ooh.
Show
I got-
'em
my
off.
sister gave me a lily. Well, it's so
A
far.
water
away.
lily.
Yeah. So when you were pulling out your dogs, I was like, I got a lily. So
I got a lily.
A
and
lily is a type of
Jordans?
shoe.
I don't know how
Yeah.
frequently I have to water it.
Oh, a water
Pretty-
lily.
pretty recent.
I know how
Pretty
often.
recent.
Say,
That's
You needed
Pretty
to have
recently-
pretty
no.
recently watered it.
I think it's just like twice a week or some shit.
Is it?
House
Okay.
plants are like different because I have a bunch of
Mhm.
house plants and I have a garden and everything. Like I won't even get into it, but
Wow.
Dude, he
I
made
love that
James
for
made
you.
me garden his or water his garden.
yeah, I made you water them, and I had to send you a fucking 36-page explanation.
PowerPoint, yeah.
Well, because they're all different, right? So, like, I
Yeah.
think that I probably need to Google how to deal with this particular plant.
I'm
My
sure
sister
that a simple
said she had
Google
one, and she
will
was like,
do
"I
it.
shower with it, and that does it." And I'm like, "What does that mean?"
That means that she's so fucking busy that she doesn't even have 30 seconds to water her plant. She has to like find. Okay, well, I'll already
The
be wet
effort
in
to bring
shower.
it into
She's
the
already
shower with
in
her.
the shower.
That's the first
does she do
person
it
that
every
ever
day?
showered with a plant.
Like, how
Huh?
frequently? Why are you telling me that your tip is I just shower with it? What does that mean? I don't.
I just
Well,
showered
you
with it.
pee in the
Wink, wink.
shower, so that's a little rude.
She showers with
her plant.
Yeah, she said she just put it in the shower. I was like, I don't. This raises more questions than it answers.
Isn't the water
It
too
does.
powerful for it?
Yeah, the water force I think would destroy it.
Also,
Well, these
I
are
don't
the kind-
imagine you want to give your plant hot water.
Hot water, yeah, no, and like
Right?
just you can get soap in it maybe by accident.
True.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
man, I got to be so gentle with some of my plants. I have like I have Swiss chard planting right now, and just coming out as little fucking sprouts. And I had a couple seeds in there before they were sprouting, and I watered it I think too heavily, and I think they died because I watered it too hard.
That's
like
absolutely
the
a
actual droplets hit it and like disrupted it, and they're
Oh.
dead.
That's fucked up, dude. I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
That's terrible.
Who
I'm
me?
fine.
That's
No, I
terrible.
wasn't worried about you.
Sometimes I go to James's backyard when he's not home and fucking snap little fucking plants. tell him I saw Vinny running around in the garden.
How did you see him? Why were you here?
I was over doing my gardening.
Him also gardens my garden. He thinks it's
Yeah.
his garden.
Got it.
Yeah, the city pays me. Whatever.
Oh, but anyways, do you know who you share a birthday with?
God.
I share
Here
a
we go.
birthday with the hot guy from One Tree Hill,
Nope, not
And-
that one.
Hideo Kojima.
Nope, not that one, but that's cool.
Johnny
Who
Tsunami.
else?
Johnny
Rupert
Tsunami? You sure?
Grint.
Oh, Ron Weasley?
Ron Weasley.
Ronald Weasley.
Well, let me actually
was
double
that?
check.
What just came out of your mouth?
When's your birthday?
An impression.
August 24th.
Yeah, Rupert Grint,
Wow.
Sick.
also known as Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Didn't you do a whole bio on Alana?
Didn't you do a biopsy on?
Did you stalk
Alana?
me? Is that what happened here?
I did a bio on you. Well, this is what I did for Raina too. I did a lot of research
Okay.
the past few weeks,
Yeah.
and I've compiled it all into my own bio that I put together.
What was
about
that? What was that sound?
And I fact checked it all.
Oh,
talked to your
tinnitus.
family. I talked to your family. I fact checked it. It all kind of went through.
Okay.
A little bit of it talks with past relationships you've had. I can skip over those parts if you'd like.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
They still think I'm dating Blaine.
Yeah,
Which one's Blaine?
I read that
actually
before.
fact-checked- Yeah, so I fact checked, and it turns out you are still dating Blaine.
There's a
not
really funny
still
bio.
dating
If you don't even want to, we can.
You're
completely
dating
gloss
Bane?
over it, Alana. We can immediately gloss over it. But there's a really funny bio that is like the perspective of just some fucking dork. It's really funny.
Can I read it? Actually,
Yeah,
there's
go
actually,
It's up to you, Alana. We don't have to at
I
all.
don't
though.
care at all. Go for it.
I'll just go to
nailed it.
that part. I'll just go to that part.
Yeah,
'cause the rest
it's
of it is probably
the
things
most
you've
funny thing. It's so good.
So as
The most
per,
funny thing ever.
It's the
Okay,
most
great.
funny
Great.
thing.
So, let's just real quick skim through some things so we get in there. Alanah Pearce was born August 22nd.
24.
Immediately wrong. Immediately wrong.
In Australia County.
Oh,
Currently, she is 27 years old.
Correct. Yeah.
Regarding her family background, only her mother's name comes forward.
What's her
Why is
mother's
it written
name?
like this?
Yeah,
It's because this is I wrote it
That's
the most
what's so
clear
funny
way.
about it, Alana.
I wrote it. Be quiet, Kib.
No.
Wrote it the most clear way I could.
Oh, okay.
So
Efficient.
for it to all make sense, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Her mother's name is Susan, and she has been featured in videos like Until Dawn. Sadly, there is no further information about her siblings and other relatives.
Great. Keeping that on lock.
Sadly.
Good.
Though her nationality is not review and is Australian and ethnicity is unknown, she currently resides in Los Angeles. Although,
Technically
in
true.
contrary to what was said before, she lives in Los Angeles.
That's correct information.
Yes.
What is?
Born in Australia.
The
County.
education. We'll get into education. I think.
The
is an-
education. Okay, yeah.
So the talented media person has a degree in mass communication, journalism, and entertainment from the Queensland University of Technology.
That's actually correct. Yeah.
Technology?
Yeah. The Queensland University.
Beautiful, beautiful.
That's amazing.
QQT.
Thank you.
Yeah.
QUT.
So let's see really quickly here. We've got Alana is a Australian writer, producer, and on-camera host,
Mhm.
voice actress. I wrote it in this accent. Gaming
You're quite good
journalist,
at it.
and
It's a bit more
Journalist.
New Zealand, but good.
she
Fucking tell.
currently serves as one of the main on-camera co-hosts, content producers, and co-stars of the channel Funhaus.
Why did they say
Funny
co-host and co-star? It seems like you just do
Funhaus.
one.
Yeah, just one or the other. I don't know why I put that.
Be a match.
She's the hostess.
Which is a comedy, gaming, and entertainment news YouTube channel, which is based in Los Angeles and is a brand of Rooster Teeth. So we're gonna skip ahead
Correct.
here. A lot of
Also
boring
correct.
stuff I put
Yeah.
together here.
Hey, that's
Who
not.
cares about
Hey,
that?
it's not
Sorry.
boring.
Hey.
Korean.
If you love it, it's not boring.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little self-conscious about
Garbage.
You should.
it. Thanks, Alana. So she makes around $600 million a year,
Yeah, no, that's correct.
Give or take.
just from her YouTube channel.
Yes. Yes, about 600 million.
And let's see here. Okay, so we'll get to the juicy stuff here. Relationship
Great.
status.
Can't wait.
As per 2019, Alanah Pearce is in relation to a member of Rooster Teeth Productions, Blaine Gibson.
We
They
broke
are-
up in 2019.
They are unmarried yet.
Okay.
The couple met for the first time while they were in San Francisco and started dating. The beautiful pictures
it.
of the couples are often uploaded. It seems there is eternal love between these lovebirds and there's
Oh.
no sign of separation,
No, it's
Great.
not.
No, we broke up.
is what I put in this bio. And actually,
Okay.
I wanted to share my screen real quick just to show you the picture I put on the bio here,
Yeah.
if that would be okay with
I love
you.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And what's the picture of? What is the picture of?
So that's a picture of you and Blaine there,
Oh my god.
right?
That's
Okay.
so fucking
Holy
funny.
shit.
Good
Amazing.
lord.
And
That's so fucking
Oh,
funny.
fuck.
And then there is another category here, the last section here. I wanted to get really, really personal and invasive, so I added a
Great.
body measurement section.
Oh, okay. I love
Um,
these actually. They're
yeah,
usually very
so-
wrong, and I love it.
Alanah Pearce has a height of 5 feet 10 inches tall.
Correct.
Besides, comma, her height, other measurements are not available on social media.
So that was the
As
only.
far as
Oh,
we
that was
know.
it.
Yeah.
Sometimes
we
they'll
get-
be like pear-shaped, or they'll be like A-cup
Pear-shaped.
breasts.
I just want to let you know and clarify all of the bit. I did not write this.
I'm aware.
Dude, James wrote everything, but originally he wrote body type trapezoid
Yeah.
Fuck, I
or
wish.
body
'Cause
type trap house.
I've only ever seen you from very particular angles. So I was like, trapezoid?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
that's
because you've
fair.
only ever been sitting down for us, pointed
That's
to the
true.
side.
Right.
See, that's
Yeah.
exactly
That's true.
Because
Actually, more like a rhombus. You know,
Yeah.
more like a rhombus kind
No,
of.
I was
also
thinking more
always
like a
have my
Harry
legs
Potter
up in the
scar.
seat. No, my
Harry
legs are never
Potter
down.
scar, yeah,
So like it's got to be more of like a sort of like wheelchair shape.
Wheelchair, yep. Mixed with
Mhm.
wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Important.
Man.
Sorry, I like to say that before I say something.
Important. Hi, everyone. I'm here.
When do we get that me chair for me? When do we get?
What, bro?
How do I get one of those chairs?
Fucking what?
Oh,
How do I get one of
the
those
Cyberpunk
chairs?
chair?
Yeah.
How do I
Well,
get one?
You have to
buy
because
it.
I've seen, dude. Andy Cortez got one of those
I
chairs.
know,
Come
who
on,
is he? Who is that?
Come
bitch?
on.
I mean,
Yeah.
CD Projekt Red gave it to me. I don't.
the people themselves gave it to you.
Yeah.
Right.
And like hand delivered it. Actually, literally walked it into my apartment.
Set it
It
up.
was a beautiful delivery.
Wow.
How much do those chairs go for sale online, or is that a custom chair that no one's ever gonna get?
No, I believe they're about to be for sale.
Can I have yours?
Yeah, can we
No.
get yours?
Okay.
No.
Yep.
No.
Can we share yours?
Yeah, if I have it on the weekends.
Okay,
Then
we
you
can
have it-
maybe organize some kind of trade.
Let's get some
Yeah.
joint custody on
custody.
that.
Some
Yeah,
kind
fuck
of
yeah.
rotational
Jinx.
thing. Yeah, we can
James.
make that happen.
Jinx.
You know,
Thanks,
Jinx.
Steve.
Jinx.
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 What else,
Alana,
Steve? You said
have you
important.
watched
Was that the only
Boys?
question you had?
I mean, I could go through and read some of the worst questions that we've ever
Okay,
gotten.
yeah, let's do it.
Why
Yeah.
do white people?
Okay,
Why
Alana,
do
answer
white
that
people-
now.
I think this is a really complicated question from like a socioeconomic perspective.
Mm.
But I think it's mostly mayonnaise.
Socio.
Oh, yeah,
Socio.
mayonnaise is an instrument as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I've never heard that word used. Socio.
I said socioeconomic.
Really?
Yeah.
What has been the biggest? Oh, this one's a real one. Damn it! What has been the biggest change? And this is from Patrick
Mhm.
Muldoon.
Patty.
One. What has been the biggest change you have observed in games journalism / new media over the years? The biggest change, incel culture.
Well,
I'm not
that
gonna
wouldn't
answer
be
for you.
Games journalism itself. The biggest change is probably actually that surprisingly things got more ethical, which is the opposite to what people think. Game reviews actually did used to be paid off. None of that shit happens anymore because we'd have a million whistleblowers.
But is games
Damn.
journalism still an oxymoron? Would you say?
I call it
Boosh.
enthusiast press more accurately, I think. Not generally that much journalism because the industry's so guarded that it's hard to actually like get an honest answer from anyone who works in any kind of actual position. That it is difficult to do real journalism for sure.
That's
It's
why you'll have a
enthusiast press.
million. That's why you have like a million YouTube videos that are all like breaking down the same little teaser trailer, and are
Pretty
like,
much. Because
Are
that's all
you
you have.
afraid
It's just fucking
to-
marketing. Yeah.
Are you afraid to negatively criticize a game because you won't be able to get a game earlier from that company anymore?
No, literally never. I've literally never had that.
Have you ever
fear,
played
no.
Metro Exodus?
I have.
It's only good because of its graphics and its atmosphere, nothing else. Am I right?
I think that's sort of true of every Metro. They
Okay.
are good because of their
Then we're on the same
atmospheres, but
page.
are often like janky as shit.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Just making
You
sure.
You ever
that
heard of a
it's
little
not-
game called World of Warcraft?
No, what's that?
Well, I just started playing it, and it's really good. It's like Final Fantasy
Oh.
15 or 14, but better.
15 or 14?
Play them both. Did you ever play either of them? I imagine you have.
I have. Yeah, but the MMOs that I played the most are Guild Wars 2 and Neverwinter. Guild Wars
I
2 is my
played
favorite.
both of those. I don't think I could like. I don't know. I only now could get into WoW, and I've tried for the past like 7 years, and it was just like boring, and I couldn't get into it. And now for some reason I like it.
Well, what if you didn't?
Um,
Because it will ruin your life.
You really? Is it that
Yeah.
intense?
That's why I was worried
Yeah.
about playing it.
MMOs are bad. You shouldn't. I don't.
I it's in my blood. Like I
Be
play
careful.
MapleStory Mobile, and I'm level 154.
Wow.
And
Do you
I have
guys play a
level.
lot of Animal
Ugh.
Crossing?
I did
I
for a little
haven't
bit,
played-
and then
I
I got
haven't
bored
played
of
it
it.
at
One
all.
day, I just stopped playing forever.
yeah.
Same.
That's how it
You haven't
goes,
played it
man.
all, James?
I haven't played it all, but like I wanted to really bad, but then I started like incorporating other more responsible like projects and things that I wanted to focus on in my life. So I was like, fuck, I don't have time to get into another
So
game.
lame.
It's fucking lame. I'm fucking
Dude.
lame. I've been
Out
playing
here with
Destiny
plans.
2.
Nice.
Love me some Destiny 2 though.
Yeah, fan of Destiny 2 is a good game.
It's
I
a
think
good
this person
fucking
meant
game.
this disrespectfully, but I'm going to reword it with the cadence of something that's really going to trip you up.
Great.
Who are you?
Fuck,
It's a
man.
tough
Next
one.
question.
Who
Jesus.
are you? That's the toughest question anyone can ask. Think about this one. Who are you?
Oh shit, man, I can't do it. Oh fuck.
nothing.
Are you looking up a note card thing right now?
Yeah.
She's looking at her teleprompter.
Yeah, please.
Oh,
I'm
Who do you
trying
want to
find the-
answer?
The bio list that James had to be like, what? Who the fuck?
I
am
got you. If you need
going
help, let me know. I
A lot
can.
of
No.
Is
Give me a real
Australian
answer. Give me
county
a real
person.
answer.
Who am I? Like my defining qualities? Very
Maybe
tired.
maybe whatever you think of when you think of you.
Okay, yeah, top 5. Really
Hmm.
tired. Very driven. Very self-assured. I'm pretty obsessed with helping people. But I can also be really fucking lazy.
If you want to help me
Aw.
out,
You have
I'll-
chronic fatigue, right?
I
whatever.
do.
Actually, what is that caused
Yeah.
by?
Well, mine
Genetics?
specifically was caused with an issue with my ovaries. So I had like 3 surgeries last year.
Oh my god, I'm
Hormonal,
sorry.
basically. But it can be
Ovaries,
caused by
ovaries.
like anything, really.
Mhm.
Yeah, women have them. Ovaries. Yeah.
Women have them, men need them.
I always wanted to have 3
Sort
of
of.
them.
Only 2. Only the 2. Yeah.
That's the issue. I only have 2.
Yeah, he's only got 2. He wants another one.
No,
really
Kim's
bad.
thinking of kidneys.
I am.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
100%.
How does
Wow,
that,
chronic fatigue.
Yeah, how does that like present itself? Is it literally just like exhausted?
Yes. So like I never don't feel tired is the
Mm.
general. Like you know how like some people are like just imagine however you feel after a very long day of work is how I feel permanently. Which is like fine and manageable. The parts where it gets harder where it's really bad, I'll faint.
Mm.
So I can have trouble like literally standing and I'll faint. I have one time last year or maybe the year before, I think it was late 2018. I fainted in my bathroom and hit my head on my sink and blacked out for like a whole day. And I called my mom
Jesus.
during that period of time and I had sent people messages. And when I woke up, I had no recollection of any of it. I've fallen down my stairs because I fainted on my staircase. The fainting is a real problem.
Oh my
and
God.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to die by like badly fainting at some point. Like pretty confident I'm just gonna like that's how I die.
I'll
I
tell
mean,
you this. I don't have chronic fatigue, but I have had a fainting issue my whole life and been to like
Really?
children's hospital.
Yeah, but his is a funny reason.
Well, mine is like I'll just faint. Like same thing. If I'm standing for too long, I start to get like a little like lightheaded and like I
I
need
have
to
to
like
sit down in the shower.
That's happened to me too. It's like when everyone experiences like the stand up too quick and you get a little blah, but like that'll happen just from standing.
Yep.
If I'm walking around, I'm okay. But if I stand in one spot, like I remember I passed out in church one time, in school, I hit my head on my desk when I was playing video games with my friend when I was a kid. When I was snowboarding, paying for shit, poof, on the fucking counter,
God.
like woke up and like you feel sweaty and shit. Like it's crazy. And
What
when I
is
get
yours caused
needles.
by then? When you get needles.
Well, needles, it makes sense. It's like a phobia of needles. But the other one,
Oh.
I want to say just drink more water, but it seems as though it's a larger issue than that. But
You should absolutely get that checked out because fainting can give you brain damage, mate. That's
I know,
Like the act of fainting itself?
yeah.
Or
Like the
what
blacking
you
I
hit
think
head
you're
against
talking
it?
about a like seizures where it's like you're a neurological fainting.
Correct. Not just from hitting. your
Right.
head
I
on
think
something.
mine are called syncope seizures, and yours
Okay.
might be too, unless yours are actually like neurological.
They
But
are.
the syncope ones, yeah, I don't know what it's like. Your blood pressure drops for whatever reason, whatever causes it, and then it's a syncope seizure, and it can look like you're seizing because your body's trying to wake up, and so
Yeah.
like you might convulse a little bit, and so people see me and be like, "What the fuck, man? You had a seizure?" And I was like,
Mm.
"I don't know."
Yeah, it's some shit. It's some shit. I fainted after working out most frequently. So, but yeah, chronic fatigue is really just being very tired. I have like memory loss issues. Like again, when it's bad, sometimes it's manageable. But I've always had people be like, "Why does Alana always seem so sleepy?" Or like, "She seems
You
very
have,
uninterested." I'm
yeah.
like, "That's just a chronic. It's just I just constantly am like,
So how do you be driven and succeed when tired? 'Cause
Coke.
when I'm fucking tired, I be tired and I don't do things when I'm really, really tired. Because I know that
Well-
maybe because I know I'll feel better another time. But how do
yeah."
you do
So
it?
it's like A and B is A. I'm always like this, so I'm used
Uh-huh.
to it. B is that I think that I work extra hard to make up for the fact that I sleep for 12 hours or
Mm.
15 or whatever. Like,
Do you
so I-
usually actually sleep for like 12 hours?
yeah. I mean, like on a
Damn.
weekend, I can sleep for like, if I don't set an alarm, it'll be like 16 hours. Like I will just not stop sleeping. Because I'm just tired all the time anyway. It doesn't fucking help. But yeah, I think that I work extra hard to make up for the fact that I am occasionally completely useless. Otherwise, I would just like feel guilty about it. So,
Have you ever
Mm.
tried Adderall?
I have not tried Adderall.
Dude, we should get her addicted to drugs.
Sick.
Nice.
Let's do it.
You'd love drugs. Oh my God, you've never tried drugs.
I've never tried drugs.
Steve loves drugs lately.
I had a drug kick
Yes.
for a little bit.
He
had a
actually
drug
did.
kick.
He had a
Yeah.
tiny one. Yeah.
The tiniest drug
I
kick.
A
know
month
that
or
did
3
happen,
weeks,
yeah.
maybe.
What do you mean you know?
No, what?
What do you mean you know about
I
my
didn't-
drug
No,
kick?
I didn't hear anything about it.
She didn't
Are you a
hear
fan of
anything.
Beyond the Pine?
She said she heard.
that
so
laugh
it
was a
doesn't
fake
sound
one.
like she
I
was.
just heard.
She
That's
watches
just
Beyond the
that
Pine.
is an actual
But she heard
journalism
from
trick.
Bruce, maybe.
No, that's a journalism trick where they, during any type of interview setting, they'll act like they know a certain fact just to seem like they are interested. And that's a fact that or a thing she learned from being tired all the time.
And
Which
see,
is
you,
dope.
You
I
called her out
respect
on
that.
it. You called her
I
out on it
respect that.
instead of
Got
letting the world
It
feel
go.
like she just knew.
I called her out on it and said, "What is wrong with my fucking white balance,
I know.
dude? It's so annoying.
I know.
What?
You can't click auto, or you can only click audio. You can't click off of it. Otherwise, it's like, here, no, I'm not going to show you guys.
I'm more distracted by your microphone looking like a tennis ball.
Yeah.
Change that in a
Loser.
heartbeat.
Why do they even make them in that color?
I don't think you need it. Is it that poppy? Pop, 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 pop. You're
I guess
fine. You
not.
don't need that. You're way more
Wait,
clear.
is that a Procaster? What kind of microphone is that?
Electro
Electro
Voice
Voice Mic Pro.
It just looks like mine.
Procaster?
I think it is. Yeah, the Electro Voice Procaster.
No,
I
it's
think
the
they're the same,
ER20
are they?
No, this
or
is
RE20.
Oh, so those are both Electro Voice mics, right?
That one looks like a
Oh, is that the
lightsaber.
It's Rode.
Oh, that's a
That was
Rode.
Rode?
Interesting.
Thinking
Well
about getting one of them Elgato ones.
Elgato microphone?
Yeah, Wave 3, I think it's called.
I don't know
Why
if
don't you
it
get a
could
Shure
be
SM7B? Oh, that's what I wanna
These
get.
are the fucking king,
I mean,
man.
those are the best. Yeah.
And they're
but
like
then you-
not that expensive, like $200, $300 for a
300,
used one.
$399.
But the
I
straw
think.
mic, don't you have to get one of those you have
Cloud
to get, like,
lifters.
a box
You actually
thing?
don't need it. Like I have used it and I compared it with the cloud lifter at a certain level and then getting the same level by cranking it to like 80% gain on the Focusrite Solo.
Mhm.
And it's negligible. I mean, when you're doing music production, I would say that's where you notice it because you're compressing and doing things like that. But for podcasts and stuff like that, and just general streaming, you don't need the cloud lifter if you have a decent interface.
It's
You
just
need
that this
to-
microphone picks up a lot of noise, a
Mm.
lot of room.
Alana,
What
how
is it?
much money have you raised from your streams?
Oh,
and
yeah.
For
because
us.
you don't do advertisements on your stream either, right?
No, I also am not partnered, so I don't make any money from streaming.
Yo,
I try to set a goal every year for how much money I want to raise for charity. Last year, did $1 million.
you'd
This
raised $1
year-
million
Wow.
last year.
Yeah,
Fucking, I feel like a piece of shit who's not contributing to this world in a positive way at all now. What the
You
fuck,
would
$1
even if you
million?
did raise a bunch of money, man, because that's just your disposition. You gotta buck up, man, because you're worth it. Hey, Steve.
Alana, that's insane. $1 million?
Incredible.
You could die and go to heaven and do anything bad now that you want, and you'll still go to heaven. You don't understand?
You could join ISIS.
And you'll still go to
cancel it out
heaven.
just for fun. No, I mean it's like in part selfish because doing charity makes you feel good.
Of course, yeah.
It's
But
like-
feeling good, it doesn't outweigh the good that
Yeah.
money does at all to the point where it's like a narcissistic thing to do charity. I've thought about that
Hopefully.
too.
I don't think so. I mean, I'm still going to keep doing it. So I just try to raise it every year. And my thought is always like, if I have a platform, why would I not do good things with it? That doesn't
Right.
make
Yeah.
sense. Like literally, why would I not raise money for charity, you sons of bitches? But sometimes
Yeah.
you have to balance it because sometimes I feel like I'm doing it too much. And it just means that I keep asking people for money for too many things. And then I'm like, well, we
Right.
need to dial this back. But
And then you're like, how did I get money from me? What the fuck? You gave
Well,
it
no,
all
she
to
has the
charity.
job.
Yeah, she
so I
has
don't
the
I don't
job.
rely on an
Right.
audience for money at all, which is sort of like how it works. Is that like money comes from job, not from YouTube or Twitch or audience. And then the audience, instead of asking them for money for subscriptions, I just try to raise money for charity a whole bunch.
That's
If you were
great.
to ask for money
Love
on
that.
Twitch for yourself, would you feel a bit like a beggar on the street?
No, I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that if you're providing free content, especially because audiences can be really fucking entitled. You'd be like, play this game though. And I'm like, bitch, you're watching this for free. Excuse me? How dare you be that demanding?
Right.
So I don't
That's
think that there's anything
disrespectful.
wong with people making tons of money on Twitch. It's just like, I don't
Yeah, I'm
have
It's just
actually
not
number
for
3
you.
on Twitch.
Yeah.
James
Number
actually
3
has
on
risen
Twitch.
through the ranks. It's insane. What's
Yeah.
your channel called, James?
Bruce Green.
Yeah.
Mm.
I just did this airplane stream where I jumped out of a plane.
Right.
No,
That's
no
not-
parachute.
I don't think that's what happened.
Took
Oh,
me 16
yo.
hours.
I don't know if you did
Oh,
that.
fuck. What was I going to say? It was so dumb.
Excellent.
No, it wasn't even dumb. It was just another question to add on to the streaming
Okay,
thing.
great,
Oh,
yeah.
no, it was about Funhaus.
Okay.
Are you still getting paid salary?
I'm technically a contractor, but I mean, I make virtually the same amount of money every
But
week.
Funhaus, like, what are you guys doing right now?
The same, as always.
Just like on the internet, just over the internet.
Yeah, which has been great for me.
Should have done more research on
with the
Funhaus.
chronic fatigue. It means I don't have to go into the office, so it's fucking wonderful.
Yeah.
So you're living your dream.
Pretty much. It's like what I genuinely had pushed for from Funhaus is like, if I don't feel well, can I just stay home, please?
And Bruce was like,
no. Literally, yeah. They were like, no. And it was like,
so
please.
The plan with bringing you in, I believe, and I imagine that they plan to bring in other young folk to the Funhaus because obviously the age discrepancy between you is like
at risk.
Catastrophic.
Yeah, they're all like elderly and 27.
So bringing you in was supposed to be a wonderful transition right into the new age of Funhaus. However, Lawrence and Bruce both left, which was as planned. But did they know the pandemic was going to happen and thwart all of this?
Well,
I like to think that Bruce and Lawrence started the pandemic.
They did know.
Yeah,
I agree. I talked to Bruce about it. We were on satellite imaging phones together. I was out in the Amazon. He was at his house.
Cool.
And he's like, I'm deep in Wuhan.
Yeah.
And I was like, careful for the bats. I hear they're crazy this time of year because it was
And
around
he was like,
Halloween.
Right.
What?
Yeah. No, I think that did happen. Yeah.
It's just like a Capri Sun, baby.
Yeah, I think part of the idea was that Funhaus just wanted to get more talent because Bruce's dream was to have two teams making videos at the same time rather than just relying on the same people all the time.
And Bruce has a lot of dreams.
A lot of dreams.
know
Really
that.
fulfilling them. Really
It's just tough how fickle YouTube is, man.
Yeah, YouTube's a bitch. Yeah,
I guess,
really
but
hard.
the dream for me when I was doing like YouTube and gaming stuff like that was to get like Funhaus level where like it doesn't matter what you post, it's all good. Your audience isn't going anywhere, and then you can just focus on like being entertaining rather than the numbers and like we just gotta get stable. We have to get stable to continue to do this. And you're not focusing
Funhaus
on
can post
anything.
literally anything. There are like things have changed like during the pandemic, and I think it's because like chemistry is different when we're not in the same room. Like I don't think the podcast is getting as many views as it was, which is like because there's the awkward shit of people like cutting each other off and being like, oh, sorry, oh no, you go.
It's
like,
so difficult.
It's just different. Yeah.
Somehow I feel like people
Somehow
enjoy
I
ours
feel-
now more.
Somehow I feel like
Somehow I feel like.
Can you not cut me off? Actually,
Seriously, don't do that.
Steve?
Are you guys saying that for me not to cut you off? I know I do it.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what we were all saying.
Fuck.
Am I interrupting?
It keeps. It just.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did I?
It just keeps.
You just.
So tell us about chronic fatigue.
I did that.
You have it, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, from with my ovaries. Yeah, it's good stuff. But really, Funhaus is at a point where we can basically like do anything and it will get 100K views. Except I think the podcast has dropped a bit. That's not official data, just from casually looking at, which is dope because it means you just don't have to worry about it. You can just have fun and make fun stuff. But yeah, I think like not being in the office means the chemistry is different. It's definitely a different challenge. But we're all like super lucky that we can still do our jobs really well and. Compared to people who can't work, it's very easy for us.
Yeah.
Humble brag, yeah.
No, we all are very impressed.
Thank you.
Just for anyone in Funhaus, you guys have. I mean, how long has that fucking channel been going on? Well, I guess technically since Inside Gaming,
Right.
but
Funhaus has only been like 5 years, and I think that Funhaus itself.
Funhaus itself was 5 years.
I think so.
That's
But I mean,
a
the
pretty
team
long
moved on
life,
from
though.
Inside
Like
Gaming
5
before
years
that.
is a lot.
Are you still in contact with Rory?
Rory Powers
Yeah. Rory, our Rory.
was never. I like
friend?
Rory. Was
Don't say
never.
that.
Well,
A close friend?
I
He
would
was.
say I never was in
Lover?
frequent contact with Rory.
Frequent enough, I assume, though. Frequent enough.
I would
enough
say
to
I met
garner
him
a
twice,
connection.
and otherwise never spoke to him.
Well, you've met him in real life. When's the last time you've spoken to Rory?
Probably the E3 where that happened, frankly, was the last time I saw Rory.
No way.
Yeah.
Was he?
Great dude, though. He is a really nice dude.
I feel like we've asked you about this before. Did he have tears in his eyes or anything? Anything close to that?
So the IGN team is so big that I can't give you anything interesting
So
about
big that you couldn't see a single tear from a single man? So
I
big
don't.
that
I
you-
think
you
I
look-
maybe only saw him once that whole E3.
Were you able to look into his eyes and see like a distant shame, maybe over
Oh.
here?
yeah, not even a guilt, like a full-on shame.
Just
Yeah.
didn't even see anything of Rory, really.
You saw a Ferrari?
Yeah, I saw a Ferrari downtown LA. It was sick.
You saw a Ferrari?
Big red one.
No, I'm kidding, dude. We love Rory. Fucking guy.
I very much again, very outside, can't speak to that very well, but I very much think that he
Copied us.
did
Copied
not
us?
try to do it out of
Copied
any
us.
malice. He's
No,
very
it was
nice
a
No,
guy.
no,
fan.
God,
It
no.
was- Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we made him hate
God,
us.
No, but
Yeah.
then Steve mentioned to the VP, and then
thought that it would work out. That was the dumbest part. Because we were like, what are you trying to
Yes, of course.
genuinely make this dude do a course? And you mentioned he's like, well, obviously legally I can't do anything now.
He was being a fucking turd at the beginning of the call,
Fran
you know?
is a bit of a turd.
He was being a turd at the beginning of the call, so I had to bring up, you know?
I was filming this, and I was just like trying to just be like, get it, James, just capture it. And then you said that, and I like came up. And
I think you put the camera down for a second. Yeah, you're
and I looked at Kip, and Kip was just like,
dude, and that's when
at that moment I was like, this isn't going anywhere.
He's not leading us towards anything.
Yeah. I was like, abandoned
And
ship.
that was the moment I realized
Abandoned
I
ship.
no longer look up to Steve.
Man, Steve-
Wait, how did you hear about that?
They did really care.
She watched the videos. She's a big
didn't
fan.
never
dude.
talk about that.
She knows that you were going through a drug period.
We never talked about the fucking ins
I don't
and
know
outs
if
of
we
the
talked about.
conversation.
Yeah, I
So
don't know
that
if we
means you
talked about
did have an
secretly.
inside man, which means you do know about this situation
Well,
outside
I
of
worked
we
at
easily talked to her.
IGN at the time. So
Oh.
like, yes, we were all aware.
And it was
of
going
what
around the
happening.
office that I mentioned that?
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Dude, you're
like,
blacklisted, Steve. Get fucked.
or
Steve's
something.
fucking blacklisted for.
Yeah, and they were like, "What the fuck is this YouTube idiot doing?" Like, because people. So this was a really interesting one for me to be in the middle of because I had an understanding of YouTube where I felt like a lot of the execs at IGN just fucking don't.
You're
And they
like,
keep
what is
being like,
happening?
GameSpot's our competition. We need to watch out for GameSpot. Not that they ever actually said that. I don't think that competition necessarily exists, but it's like they seem to be focusing on other media. And I'm like, you need to watch out for YouTubers. They just didn't, at least. It was frustrating. They didn't get it. And then with the whole thing that happened with you guys was like people being like, I just think we need to like, just let it die down, put out a written apology. Like it just seemed like people not understanding that they were being played in a bit. Because they're professionals and are so tuned to think about everything professionally.
You think at least Rory would get the bits, though?
Right, as a fan.
I think Rory got attacked pretty badly, so it became
For
him
sure.
Well,
getting
yeah, I
laughed.
sent all my folks on him.
Yeah,
Dude,
So
Well, yeah, I
Rory
sent my
got
folks at
hacked
him.
for
it
real?
wasn't quite a bit. It was like ongoing harassment.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
Rory got treated like shit.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
I literally
Having a bit of
thought he
fun.
probably was just like he felt bad because he was a fan and he was like, they're pissed at me. Life goes on. Had no idea anything.
No,
he
they
had any
like tried to
repercussions.
cancel him. People were fucking awful to him for like a thing that. Again, I didn't even know if it was intentional at first. We were like, isn't this like basically like having other comedy?
Well,
styles
Alana, that
also
has
done
been
this?
great to have you on the pod. We are so excited.
Wow.
I'm not about to end this with an apology to Rory. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you fucking better, dude.
Because that's
Wow,
the
dude.
route
That's
that we
why
were taking.
karma,
That is
bro.
the road that we were taking right now, and it's just
Karma.
not the mood I'm in.
You just
That's
can't
why
let it get
SB7 ended, bro,
Can't let
because
it get
of
there.
the karma you created.
Because Steve
Yeah.
can't apologize. Yeah.
But he came back though, right? I can't apologize, dude. I apologize every day
No, you've never apologized.
to the big man upstairs. You're kidding me.
Oh, got it. Okay.
You're kidding me.
Rory
that's
didn't
not
hear
gonna
you.
help. Yeah.
Hmm?
Rory?
Rory.
I
lives
think
up
you owe
there.
him an apology for real, and just you,
Sure. I mean, I can. Yeah, it's not a
Say it.
problem.
and then apologize
Do it.
I'm going to.
right now on the.
If you
air.
guys could take it seriously, then I could.
if everyone stops smiling, we could move forward.
It's just ridiculous. If you guys could please take this seriously.
Don't put the.
Don't put what?
It's hard to listen and not smile.
Then mute your mic.
when there's reverb.
Well, then you should just mute your mic because it seems as though you're interrupting me, right? Rory. My Rory. I'm sorry. No, you know what? That's ridiculous. I'm going to take this.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to take this seriously too. I was just lighting a candle. You mean so much to me. And when I first noticed that you were following me on Twitter after the whole incident, I knew it to be true that you'd copied our shit. But I'm not even thinking about that right now. Because even in the moment,
This isn't an apology.
can you please mute your mic?
You don't mind.
I'm so
No, it's okay. But mute your mic, because I'm getting serious. James, don't give me that side eye. It's real cute. It gets me distracted. Ooh. Rory, we've been through some shit, ain't we?
Yeah.
In it? Rory, in it? Yeah.
He's not.
It's been years, and I know we hold on to if it was some meaningful thing, but it really, in truth, this along with the streamies conversations are all we have left. That and, like Bruce said, word association. We don't have a lot to go off of. We've had every conversation it is to have, and I'm not going to apologize. What I want to say, Rory, my Rory, roar, is that you're as strong as a dragon, and you got past it.
This might keep cutting us for anyone
It does. There's a huge
Great.
gate, and it's
Yeah, it's
ruining a
probably-
lot of the
Yeah.
ambiance that Steve is trying to
it's fucking
achieve.
it up, but
Is
sorry,
it
keep
better,
going.
guys? Is it better now?
No.
It's not better now.
No.
Is it better now?
In fact, it's
Is it
worse.
better now?
No, dude.
You're
There's still
telling me
a
it's not
gate.
better now.
There's still a gate after your reverb when it hits Discord.
Is it better now?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Seems fine.
Okay, then we'll just do it. We'll take it real seriously. We'll take it real
serious,
seriously.
man. Come
Can
on.
I just get one more shot at this?
One last shot for
Okay,
Rory.
One more.
You have fucked
For
it
Rory,
up.
for you
One last shot,
canceling Rory.
please.
and then
Please,
not
just give me one
Really
more
did
shot.
get a lot of shit.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. I know he did. I
And
know
you
he
reveled
did.
in it.
I didn't. I don't revel.
You did.
I don't revel.
Dude, you rolled in it, man. Like a pig in shit.
Look, it was a different time for me. I felt attacked when you sent your fans, or other way around. I sent everybody to you because I hated you at the time. I hated
that
you.
true?
I hated. No, I didn't think much about what I did.
Yeah, no,
I only thought about my personal interaction with him, and that it would be interesting to say the least. I thought it was a fun. I mean, obviously, I was a little bit annoyed, but it wasn't anything. It wasn't big tings, man. You know,
Right.
it wasn't big tings for me. It was
right.
It was this-
it was
was
just
the-
a fun
exactly
little
that.
thing that like they had that
It started
turned
off
into.
with
Can I go?
Yeah.
It started off and without any idea of what it could have been. Mostly just a brief annoyance, because I worried very, very briefly that Rory could do it better than us. I worried about that Rory could do what we were doing better than us, and that he had all the audience in the world to do it. IGN backing him up for those kinds of videos. What if that shit took off? And then
Never
they
would've
said that
worked.
we're the ones that were copying him. Been there,
Never
Alex
would've worked.
Ernst.
That would have worked. IGN doesn't get any views. They upload a lot of videos and have a lot of subscribers, but they don't get any views. So people look at IGN in that situation as being this massive conglomerate that will succeed.
And I didn't
but
know
you're getting more
that.
views than IGN.
And I didn't know the
Yeah, you did.
discrepancies
Rory
between our
was
channel.
You knew it.
I
You
mean,
knew
I
it
thought that we were,
exactly.
you know
No,
what?
you were aware
It's-
of everything going on.
I assumed that IGN was the little guy in this situation, and
And that you were punching down.
that we were punching down.
I just want to say as well, I feel like this has really been thrown on Steve specifically when we were pretty much we were all in agreement here. We were
Can I
all
speak?
annoyed, and then it was game time, baby.
I'm
Now
taking the
continue.
dude. This is
So were
what
you
the
guys
president
actually-
does.
'Cause
I know,
don't-
but I
I
can't
feel
let
like
you
the
go
wrong
down alone.
annoyed. I feel like that was.
Thank
it
you,
was-
James.
It's fair to be annoyed, but from my perspective, it looked like you were just trying to make fun of the situation.
Yes, that's
Well, yeah,
what it ended
that's
up being.
essentially what it was.
No,
Yeah,
easily.
exactly.
All it was we were like, what the fuck? All right, well, let's turn this into a bit. And then
Yeah.
Right.
there was nothing reciprocated, so we were like, all right, well,
Oh,
fuck
these
you
guys have no
then.
sense of humor.
We
Fuck
thought
'em.
they
Yeah.
would like love it. Like they'd be like, oh shit, yeah, we did a bit copy. Let's make this a big fun like.
Yeah, let's do
thing.
something. Let's play along so we're not just the
Too
fucking
corporate.
bad guys.
They can't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
But
guess,
bottom
yeah.
line
But
is
you thought
that's what it
Rory
was.
could have.
Yeah,
Rory
him
probably would
personally.
have.
Well, so
solo.
Rory got chased off social media because he was harassed.
But dude, all Rory had to fucking do was play along, and he could have made a great comeback.
I think,
would've been
I'm not sure, but I think IGN might have told him not to.
He was-
I think IGN might
yeah,
have-
probably
Oh
advised.
man, that sucks. That makes
And,
sense.
see,
And then
I
Steve
think
brought up.
if Steve
Gotta,
Steve
you
had-
gotta.
if Steve would have just said anything else, it would have been the wheels would have kept turning, but it went
Yeah, to a
the
halt.
second that Steve said that, and
It's
I was
over,
like,
dude.
all right, well, what's the next project we should all work on?
Let's make a short film.
Well, this
And then
that's
we
how
want a
that-
streamy baby.
And that's when we got the idea for the woods. Yep.
That's so funny.
It's actually
Dude,
metaphor.
That's exactly how that went too. It was really funny. We're like, oh my God, this is gonna be like a really great few episodes. And we were imagining it in our heads. Rory doing this fucking like course
course.
as an apology and taking it really well. And then it all
And at
blows
the end,
over.
it was going to end with us forgiving him.
Yes,
and us
it was
being
gonna-
friends.
We'd already
Those
thought
were
about the
really
the
dumb
narrative.
for thinking that IGN could let an employee do an obstacle course.
I know.
Legally, of course, IGN can't let an employee do that. They could get
Yeah.
sued out their asses. So we were like, how did they think that this would work?
Wait,
So
he wouldn't let an employee do an obstacle course? What the fuck is that's the dumbest shit I've
Because
ever
it's
heard.
IGN admitting that they did something wrong and they didn't want
No. It would be a liability.
Why? He doesn't have to do it on the clock. We're
but
still open to it. We're still open to it. Like, let him know we're still open to it.
Dude, we're not gonna like put spike traps or something in the fucking obstacle
Swim in the lava.
Rory could sue IGN. It's a massive liability for him.
But no, we're not gonna do it on IGN's grounds.
Yeah, it still would have been a legal issue.
Really?
On the weekend?
Yeah,
on
that
the
was the whole
weekend?
thing. Would have massively.
No, this is what would have happened. They would have made it have to be a legal issue instead of them just being like, Rory can do it on his own time.
You could
Right.
just do.
Yeah, why couldn't he do it on his own time?
Were you gonna like build it in London or?
No, God,
we were gonna
I
build
was
it
gonna
on the
fly him
bridge.
out.
Yeah, we were. I think that was actually the plan to fly.
I was
him
gonna
out.
fly him out to the United
Literally.
States. Back when I had money, I was gonna fly him out.
Mhm.
And we were gonna set up something in a
gonna pick him up in a
backyard
Jag.
probably, and do like a. It wouldn't even be like physical obstacles. It would be
It
like
would have been stupid. It was gonna be homemade.
Dude,
it was gonna be.
It was gonna be
a lot
like-
of duct
Rory
tape
ends up
and-
dead and
Bullshit
sues
in a
if
park.
I don't have it in me to kill someone. Ooh,
Dude, Steve just beats the shit out of him. He
Maybe.
unleashes this like.
I'm holding up the sign in the airport for Rory, and then I just take it out on him right away. You know,
No,
Poor
Rory's
Rory,
that was the
man.
plan.
I really do like Rory a lot. He's a very nice guy.
I'm sure he is a nice guy, and obviously I don't feel that
sure.
bad because of what I've said during this podcast. But I wish I did.
Fair,
That's
yeah.
fucking
You know?
weird, man.
I know I'm
You've
playing around
changed
simply.
in a good way.
No,
How does that make you feel?
Now he's reverting.
Oh, look at his
Yeah,
arc. Look at him go.
Oh my god,
Who?
Alana! I guess this is the first time you've like probably spoken to Steve since the Great Depression,
since Funhouse ended.
right?
Yeah, he seems mostly the same. Just
He's
like
actually
Well,
in
it's the podcast
mode,
personality.
but this guy right here is a different person. Like
How so?
You're pointing
Steve,
at
when
me
we
on
worked
my
with him,
camera.
we you guys probably couldn't tell, but we all were like, it was Steve was in a very bad place, and he's in the best
We could
place
tell. No, we knew.
ever.
Yeah. No,
Really?
we all knew. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, we knew.
Yeah, it's a lot different now. But I definitely put on like a baby
weight.
boy, like a weird persona for the podcast. But like I put on it's like a character kind of thing. Because who wants to fucking listen to a normal guy on a pod? No, I mean, sometimes I'll do normal. You know, sometimes I'll go normal.
Sometimes you
but
do
like,
normal.
but like, for the most part, who the fuck? Anyone could listen to any normal person on any podcast ever. Why do that?
Here's
You
the
need the
That's
villain.
not
You need the
fun.
bad guy. You know
Exactly. Here's the characters here. Kib's the funny one, the one who's like, and then Steve's kind of like the cold, like cynical, like I'm better than you.
Like from Greece,
and then me, I'm the all-American hero. I'm
the stolen valor guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
the stolen valor guy.
Stealing valor left and right. I got valor on my left. I got valor on my right.
Or no, stolen valet. That's what it was.
Yeah, stolen ballet.
He stole
yeah,
a valet.
I steal
Yeah.
ballets. I
He was
so I
trying
steal all
to
the
steal
moves.
cars, but didn't realize that just taking the valets didn't immediately mean you.
And I
owned all
steal
the cars.
berets
Right,
too.
exactly.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything with a silent E at the end. Home Depot.
And then we have Alana, the barista.
the world famous barista.
That's me. Yeah.
You say the world's first barista.
World's first and world's most famous.
Thank you. Yeah. But really, Steve, glad to hear you doing good. Glad to hear you doing good.
You too, Alana. I'm glad that you're fucking making it work outside of going into an office every day, and that you're thriving in it. You're
Doing
thriving
great.
in your
I prefer it.
tiredness.
Yes.
Yeah. Good
Yes.
for you for being able to push through that. That's fucking like just hearing it sounds tiring.
Maybe I
You
should
know?
reach out to
It
Rory.
sounds tiresome. I think you should.
was that,
for real.
Steve?
Don't think like again. I'm not close to Ray. I don't know the guy very well,
maybe he
but
doesn't
I
care anymore.
don't think that he would hold it against you. I think that he did feel bad. I think that what happened, like from my perspective, was just a dude who liked something and was like, "Let's just make a vlog, but we'll do this style." He wasn't thinking about it that hard, and then got
Mhm.
fucking owned for it. And IGN didn't let him do anything cool in response. So
Yeah.
he really got
Yeah,
shocked.
that's a bummer.
It all makes sense. It all
He got
and the thing is,
squeezed.
looking
Yeah,
back,
he got
it all
squeezed.
makes sense the exact way that it all happened, minus this.
It's a curveball.
It was like we weren't prepared for this. No one was prepared for this.
It was so close, and then it was like,
God.
what the
Dude,
fuck? I think they
dude.
said like,
You guys,
What?
Doctor
Excuse
Strange
me?
saw 14 million different outcomes, and the one that we're living in is the one that had.
Oh,
Dude.
Jesus.
Oh
Yeah, you did do that. You really did do that.
You did that, Steve.
Look, I don't honestly. I
That
don't
was so
regret doing
fucking
that.
weird, dude.
What the fuck, Steve?
That was so weird.
You asked
That
them
was
about
a
the
domino.
employee,
That
and
was domino that knocked over that led to us being fired.
Our
from
decline.
Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, wait, what did
Dude,
I
that
even
was the
say?
decline.
I don't
Yeah, what
remember
did you
exactly.
say?
You said that like, oh, I hear that
Rory's
Rory
into
Yeah.
You threatened,
no, but
like,
it wasn't like it,
you like
it was,
threatened talking about it or something.
I think it was like I've heard rumblings of allegations about Rory's.
God,
Yes.
dude.
Yes.
To
So
the,
that
like,
and
the
in that
VP
moment, that
of
felt like,
IGN, dude.
I had to. They
and
put
in that
me
moment,
in a corner.
dude,
You
we
were in the
in
corner. You had all the power.
I was the corner.
That was such a moment of like a threat because we were saying you copied us and you have to do this, otherwise we're mad. Also, we hear he does.
He does.
God, because like again, of course, IGN is not just like a YouTube channel run by some dudes. It's Ziff Davis. It's a fucking massive company. It's like
They responded
I was not
exactly
aware
as that.
of how massive it was.
What?
Truly, that is the one thing that I didn't fully grasp was that IGN is more than just a gaming YouTube channel.
No,
Yeah.
it's a corporation. Yeah,
Yeah.
can't be fucking with that.
And actually, if you had gone any further, they would have crushed you legally
I mean,
with their
I doubt
trillions.
it.
You
What
mean
could they-
Rooster Teeth?
Well, no, we weren't
Pretty
even
good.
close to being with Rooster Teeth at the time.
Really?
No,
Before we were
Damn, dude.
dude, this
we
was
did that
after like the first
solo?
10 videos.
No.
It
Yeah,
was very, Steve.
No.
We were still shooting.
in my
we had-
backyard.
before we even got the office.
Oh, really?
It was before
the
Van Nuys, dude.
office?
Yeah, you
Oh,
got to get with the
interesting.
times, man. You got to remember that shit, dude.
I'm
That's
with
tough.
the times now.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're going out.
I've forgotten the times.
Oh, Sammy Joe's downloading.
Rory got roasted that same
I see you guys fine.
E3 because he put out an Instagram story that had the Wi-Fi password for IGN's E3 booth. So everyone like publicly knew how to connect to IGN's Wi-Fi. So I think they changed the password to like, don't share this one, Rory.
That's amazing. So he's had a rough one.
He was already on thin ice with IGN, and then the whole thing
I
came
think
up,
everyone knew
and
how
they were
funny
like, this kid's in his too.
Yeah, I wonder if anyone thought like,
No.
I wonder if Rory's into.
It just made everyone think you guys were really fucking
But
dumb.
dude, think about this though. Think
Well,
about
they
this
thought
though.
Steve was
What
dumb.
if he
They
actually
knew
is
he
though?
was
We
dumb.
don't
They thought you
know.
were
I
all
was the
dumb.
camera guy at that point. They
Don't,
didn't know I was.
Steve. You already apologized, bro.
He
Not
didn't
this time.
apologize. We still haven't.
Oh,
gotten
you're
an
right. You
apology.
haven't actually.
Well, I think that's probably a thing that I should do not publicly.
That's fair.
'Cause then it'll
And
seem like
to
it's
us because Rory's
disingenuous.
Not here, so
But he
that's
won't.
Absolutely fair.
But he might. He's changed.
You mean, but I won't do
He
it?
won't reach out. But you might actually, I think.
Honestly, the more we talk about it right now, the more I won't.
Okay.
For some
do it.
reason, because it'll feel, but maybe I will still. No, I'm going
Just
to.
take
I
some
should. It's
Adderall,
the
wait
right
till it
thing to
hits
do.
you. You're
It's
going
the
to be
right
really
thing to do.
chatty. And then you'll
Does
text
he
him.
still work at IGN?
No, he left with
Shortly after?
Rupa and Gav. I think like significantly after. They now have a YouTube channel called RKG.
Cool.
RKO. Nice.
Good. Good. So he's found his
RKO,
place.
They do
He's found-
RKO compilation videos.
Well, I'm sorry that this turned into a conversation about me when really you're the guest. And,
Yeah, where were all my dumb questions that I gave?
Yeah.
Fuck, bro.
dude, they're all so bad. I mean, it's not even which Halo is her favorite.
Two.
Well, let's just run through them.
Good choice.
How trippy was it to be in Gears 5?
But
It was pretty tight.
Imagine so. Okay, this is a boring one. What's your favorite Fortnite character?
Fortnite has characters.
Do you plan on staying with Funhaus for the next year?
Yeah,
What are you looking forward to next year?
seeing my family. Hopefully,
Who is that?
my family.
Yes.
Separate
Who is that?
Separate question.
You already know Susan, who is featured in videos such as Until Dawn.
Susan.
Correct. And the other ones of which the relatives of which have not been found on social media.
This one's extremely inappropriate. This one is I passed that one. Why does she want to be on podcast? Poor girl, sad face, dancing, 100 emote, the tongue emote, caterpillar
I didn't
emote,
want to, I
cake.
did it
I'm not
out of
done.
Oh.
Cake emote, crying cat face emote, pitter patter feet, and 3 blushing face hearts around the blushing faces emotes.
What was the question?
Supposed to take
Why does she want to be on the pod?
Yeah, I didn't. No, it was just out of pity.
I was about to say that's the only reason. I was so surprised that you even responded and said yes. I was so surprised.
Ooh, it was fine. You guys are cool, you know?
Thanks, Alana.
Send me
Thanks,
Pokemon
Alana.
Go.
Well, I thought I was until the last 30 minutes of this shit.
Yeah.
Ton of the
see.
therapy for you, my bad.
No,
Ooh,
this
very
was not therapy.
Yo, you know what I just fucking realized? I hope that our sponsor does not look anywhere past the fucking ad read so they
We'll
hear
bleep
all
out every version of what I said.
CP. Okay, yeah, bleep those out.
Right, Kib?
Nope.
Yeah, the CP issues are going to cause problems with the sponsor. Yeah, it's true.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, easily. But hey, just remember that it's around the 1 hour to 1 hour and 25-minute mark. So all you have to do is just listen to some of the podcasts for once.
Yeah.
I do every time.
I know, I'm just fucking with you. Actually, I didn't know that. Favorite food.
Sure,
And don't
place the
say
word.
depends on the moment.
Oh, favorite food is always Italian food.
Hell yeah.
Get specific.
Well, my stepdad's lasagna.
Ugh.
He's a trained chef, and he cooks the sauce for like 2 days.
Stepdad, what are you doing?
Epic.
I'm making lasagna.
Fucking gross.
I'm making lasagna. Shut the fuck up. Steve,
Get your head out of the balcony.
out of the balcony.
Fuck.
Dude, I have to pee. I've had to pee like severely for the last half an hour, man.
Great.
Go pee, dude.
No,
Go
I'm
pee. The
nervous.
bathroom's right next to
No,
yours.
Warren's gonna yell at me.
Alana, how much more time do you have to go through these questions? 5 more minutes?
Sure.
Okay. How did you break into a job in America from being in Australia? But answer that in 2 words.
O1 visa.
Dope. Bruce's
was
giant
3 words.
wiener.
Easily.
I have heard Bruce has a huge dick, and it's the worst thing I've ever heard.
That's
Yeah,
the worst thing I've ever
It
heard.
really bothered
Yeah.
me a lot. I
That's
was like,
a
I
big
prefer if I
bummer.
didn't hear about this
It's
at
a
all.
big bummer.
Seems like
Imagine,
he didn't take
imagine it looks like
I don't want to think about it.
like a
Nope.
Yeti. It's just
Nope.
pure hair.
Ooh, you're right. That does kind of work, though.
He is hairy, man. I love Bruce to
He's a
death.
hairy boy.
Hair all the way up the shaft.
Do y'all eat ass? I don't know if this is for Alana or us.
I do not eat enough, but I think, if I were in a committed relationship and they really badly wanted it, we could talk about it.
But not do it.
We just
Talk
discussed
about
the
it.
idea.
Talk about it for a long time, and then eventually I hit them with a nah.
Yeah. I
Get
mean,
them thinking I'm this close. Nah, it's not right.
You know,
Uh,
you're getting real close. You're getting real close. Nah.
Nah.
Funhaus hasn't disbanded, so this question is kind of a null point. Why are you staying in the U.S.? Besides COVID, America's has always had a lot of problems. Oh, fuck off, dude. Who's this person from? Yeah, dude. Fuck off.
I think
California's
about leaving
dope.
quite frequently because I agree. America's comparatively not an ideal place to live in, especially as someone
Your
with
president
health
sucks
issues.
too.
Don't have one. It
Prime
costs-
Minister, sorry.
Boosh.
He does
Big
suck,
boosh.
actually. You're right. We call him ScoMo.
Scummer.
But I want to be where the games industry is, and it's in
Cool.
the US, and that's me.
Makes
See.
sense.
Free healthcare.
That's
Fair.
why I'm here. Game
What's your
industry.
deepest fear?
Spiders.
Actually,
Yup.
release
so than-
spiders
More so
in
than
Alana's
anything?
room.
Even more
No.
so than like, what about like existential, like cosmic horror?
Dude, don't get fucking
Like,
left.
if you were to ask me, it would just be like a really
Ever
large.
seen The
space
Lighthouse?
spider. I've seen the lighthouse.
Amazing film.
What about a
right?
cosmic spider?
Yeah, terrifying. Yes.
The
Existential.
actual
It's an existential spider. Anything that crawls like that, scutters. Don't like it.
Anything that scutters.
Snakes.
Got it.
Fuck snakes as well.
Cool with snakes. Don't
snakes
mind
crawl.
How
Snakes
much
with their
cum
little
is
nose
too
and
much?
little-
Asks Kyle.
snakes.
Kyle
How,
asks, how much cum is too much cum?
Kyle, this is Kyle Mooney, by the way.
I guess like the amount that like if you got it on you, you'd like how like sometimes you eat chocolate and then you realize, oh fuck, there's
This is a
chocolate on
lot
my
of
hand,
chocolate I've gotten on myself.
which means I must have smeared it somewhere. It's probably like that amount.
Oh, no.
If you're like, oh no, there's cum that I didn't realize was on me.
I must have smeared this chocolate somewhere.
Man, I'm
Alana,
covered
I
in
just-
cum. How did this happen?
That was such a specific answer. That's definitely happened to you before.
I must, yeah,
Bach-
right? Because what did she say? That
Yeah.
this is so much cum. I must have
So-
smeared this chocolate somewhere.
There's also chocolate.
Yeah, it's both.
How can the moon landing? Oh, this guy's not funny.
Great.
Will you trade this person a Moltres?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you trade me a Moltres?
Yeah, just
Yeah. Thank you.
Damn.
You have so many plates spinning. You wonder, this person, Michael Cisneros, wonders what your next ambition is and how you find so many cool opportunities. Don't forget how you find so many cool opportunities, because it's not like they just fall into your lap or you find them. It's just like
I'm very driven.
you work towards it. Yeah.
I want to write a video game.
Write a video game. Hell yeah. The
dope.
video games needs better writers.
It's true.
They don't have any good writers besides like Last of Us.
I think the issue is more that the way that video games is structured doesn't prioritize writing. So it's a studio.
They certainly don't
structure
prioritize dialogue.
Sort of. They prioritize gameplay. So I think that's the issue. But the next thing I want to do is write a video game, and I'd love to.
What would you write a video game about?
I think I would prefer to write a video game alongside a team who are very good and can teach me than caring about what it's about. Just give me a good team of people to work with.
Hmm.
And then I'll
I
figure it out.
got an idea.
You got an idea?
This guy, right?
Yep.
He can't make heads or tails of the situation he's in.
Right.
He's living
You didn't think this very far
either in
ahead,
San
did you?
Francisco or maybe in LA, and maybe he went to college in San Francisco.
Is this your story, Ted?
Sorry.
And then he marries Lauren.
And he's on a podcast sometimes, and you have to play the mini game is setting up the podcast
Great. Okay.
and making
let's
sure
do
the
it.
levels are good. And I've got two
Dog.
speakers right here
The
and a
was
dog.
there earlier.
And this cup is not Freddy. This is not a Freddy versus Jason cup. This is a Friday the 13th and a Nightmare on Elm Street cup.
Fuck yeah.
This was the final question. Ed asks, do you feel as though you've pierced the glass ceiling in games media?
Is that a pun? 'Cause
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh,
Give me 2
please
seconds.
Give him a sec.
Give me 2
Yeah,
seconds, please.
he's
Can you
just
just
about
stop
got it.
talking, guys?
Can I mute myself?
How did you pierce the... Give me 1 second, everybody.
He's really embarrassed.
Sorry, I'm a little embarrassed. I'm a little bit
No, it's
nervous.
Okay, bud. It's you got it. Uh-huh.
How did you pierce the
Nice.
glass ceiling in the games
You
industry?
sound like a fucking dinosaur.
Yup.
Oh, now you sound like an anime go.
No, this is an anime girl.
You're right.
And the guys.
With any facial expression.
Well, it's always like a little bit of like a
Right. That was actually pretty solid.
Yeah.
That was like someone just
Oh.
got slaughtered in front of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, your best friend just got fucking mulched.
but
Here's
that's
mine.
the only noise you can make is still
My best friend just got mulched. Honey,
I mulched the kids.
I mulched the kids.
All right, we've eaten up enough of your time. Unless
Yeah.
you guys have anything to say.
Thanks for being on. It's good to talk to you.
Thanks,
Really?
Yeah, I
Alana.
appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks for hanging
It was
out.
so nice to
As
see you.
much
It's
as
been
I-
way too long. Thank you for being on the podcast. If you ever need any kind of money or anything, we got you.
You guys are cashed up?
We are fucking.
No, God, no.
Love
No,
it.
that being said, I
Well,
did not realize
Did you
this was
just say
going...
if I ever need money that I can contact you?
Yeah, Steve. Steve's got you.
Oh.
You
No,
gotta go
not
through
now.
me,
Before
and then I go
the
to James.
catastrophic attack at my public perception,
When you bought like 3 cars or whatever.
3 cars. I bought 1 car worth 3 cars. Come
I
on.
kept being like, how does he keep buying these cars?
2 cars. He bought 2 cars, crashed
cars.
one,
Yes.
And the
Yeah.
other haven't crashed yet.
and he customized the other one.
Crash.
Yeah, dude, crash one, customize the other. That's a dope way to do
What
it.
did you do with the crashed car? Did you end up actually getting rid of it?
This has been the best podcast. Tell me something. What
He's
do
gonna
I
have a
do with
fucking
this
crisis.
car?
Burn it. Say it never existed.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work anymore. To
I'll
burn
have to
these
find
cars, I keep burning them, and they
have it
keep.
on the podcast, so I'm sorry about that.
You did what?
Did I like fuck up your insurance claim by mentioning it?
No, there is no insurance claim. There's
be
nothing. There's not even. There never was a car.
Oh,
All
right. Anyway,
I
well,
think you just
sorry,
gave me a
Morales.
link.
Hope
Thank you
do
so
right,
much.
Sorry about the harassment you got, mate.
Dude,
yeah.
what? Are your fans gonna come at me now about the Rory thing? Anyway, I'm not gonna
Oh,
keep asking you
shit.
questions and continue this conversation. You got a busy life. You got a busy day. It's your work day. It's a Monday for you. It's a hike day for us.
That's right.
You guys going
Well,
for a
I'm going
hike?
to be working
Yeah.
too.
Oh.
Okay, it's a hike day for Kib and myself. And Kib's probably gonna say like, I'm a little bit tired after the
No,
pod.
I'm in.
Yeah, then let's do it, dude.
Let's fucking go,
Okay.
bro.
Alana, what do you got to shout out? Your Twitch channel right now, Funhaus. What do you want to say?
You want to fucking blow up?
I just want that money Steve promised me.
How much
I
money do you
promised
want?
it from
How much money do you
Steve.
want?
What, Tree Fitty?
Tree Fitty, nice meme from the
$350?
past.
That's not-
still,
that's too
What do
much.
you girls say? Still holds up. That
No.
meme still holds up.
Is that what Go? said?
Is that a girl thing?
Like
Looks
a
like
Gundam type?
it's an old meme, but this one checks out.
It's an older code, sir, but it checks out. That would be a
Right.
Star Wars reference.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah, good stuff. All right,
Cool.
I'll see you guys later. Can I leave now?
Later, Alana.
Nope.
No, we're not done yet.
Shit.
Adios.